Yeah, too high today, huh? Too high today.
I just left the hospital. I kept me in the waiting room for 2.5 hours, so I left.
Damn.
I got an X-ray. They say they didn't know when they'll see me, so I slept on the floor in the waiting room for 2 hours. Then I just left, bro.
Boosie better take care of his health, man. You better take care of your health, man.
I can't even cut my fucking steak, bro.
You damn near had a heart attack. Damn near had a heart attack and over here eating steak. I don't understand that, man. That's some black stuff for real. You on your way out the door and you still want a steak, gang. That's the problem. That is the whole problem. You want a steak.
Cobb County. I might go to Cobb County.
Look at the way he's breathing. Come on, gang. Come on, man. You act like Granny, man. Everything that the doctor told her not to take, she still want to eat. Everything they told her not to do, she still want to eat. Come on, Boosie. Chest pains almost out the door, and this nigga, he eating food like how my fucking Rottweilers do. You put that ball down there, they make all them sounds just like him. Boosie, you gotta do better.
I don't have a heart. I ain't got a heart. Got a pain in my shit. Heart, in my heart. I feel like it's in my heart. I had 5 X-rays. They say I don't see nothing. I barely fucking breathe, bro. I need some A1 sauce, man. What the fuck wrong with it? Nah, I ain't feeling good. No bitch. If my kid for ask for a bitch right now, I tell him suck my dick. You know what I'm telling you. Hey, bro, is this A1? This shit don't taste like no fucking A1. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Is this A1 sauce? It don't taste like A1. Nah, this ain't A1, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm a room fish professional. That ain't A1. Give me the bottle, bro. Could you bring me some A1 sauce, baby?
Yeah, it's right here.
I don't think that. You sure that's A1?
Yeah, that's what they sauce we have.
Yesterday, the other day I came here. They went found me some A1 sauce.
Right.
That's that new shit they got. I don't want that.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it back. Yeah, I got you.
Please go check the bag. Ask the manager. I'm a top client. Yeah, I want A1. Or I'm gonna fuck up your tip. You ain't gonna get nothing.
Come on, Boosie. Get it together, Boosie. Get it together, Boosie. You got to get it together, Boosie. He look bad. Boosie look bad. Look like he doing bad.
Yeah, it's in the fresh
I should have made her pull it out the fucking bottle. She still tastes flaky. I should have made her pull it out the fucking bottle.
Yeah, I know, man. She went in there and hooked you up, Boosie. Come on, man. Don't do her like that. And you can tell she black. Don't do her like that, bro.
Understand.
I ain't gonna lie, my dad was acting like that. On his way out, he knew he was dying. He was talking shit to everybody else. Be like, Dad, man, why you on her like that? I told her the first time. Like, Dad, man, come on, man. My dad used to be smashing on shit on the way. Rest in peace, Pop. That nigga was on shit before he got up out of here. I ain't gonna lie, man. That food be tasting different when your body ain't right. Your taste buds is off. Look, he eating a steak and then gotta lean back. You almost had a heart attack and you thought a steak would be to make you feel good? A steak is what's gonna kill you. There's people that died over eating too many steaks.
Wanna be your man, wanna be your man. Tired, motherfucker. I'm gonna be fine. Man, I need my ticket.
I need to get tired of getting beat up by someone. That's all we want to do.
Did you catch this? 100%. Some more.
Lift up your shirt, bro. Lift up your shirt. Lift up your shirt. Show your tap.
Look at that. Some more.
Wrestling with one dude came to kick me and hit me in the side of the face. Wrestling to blood filtered in my eyes. So I couldn't see.
Yo, same.
This when Big U got beat up by the Samoan Bloods.
Big U had a serious rep for being a bully, being the top dog of the Rollin' 60s. He was known for extorting other gangs, pressing celebrities, and just using fear to get his way. That kind of behavior is exactly what landed him behind bars of everything.
He got that crown like Biggie Smalls had.
There was one crew he couldn't push around, the Samoan gangs.
You gonna get murdered too. That's what the whole song talk about. Another body murdered coming from gangster.
And if you know even a little about gang culture, then you know the Sons of Samoa aren't to be taken lightly. They are one of the most serious and dangerous yet respected groups out there.
Did you catch this? 100%. Samoa. Put up your shirt, bro. Put up your shirt. Put up your shirt. Show your tap. Look at that. Samoa.
So when Big U tried to bring that same bully energy to them, it backfired badly. This takes us to April 2014. Big U got into it with some Samoan guys who were working security at a club. According to Big U's version of the story, the whole situation kicked off when his homie wasn't allowed into the...
Now, mind you, Big U is the same person that said he was in a prison riot and he knocked out 30 Mexicans by his... This is the story he said while he was in prison. He knocked about like 30 Mexicans out by himself in a riot, but he get beat up by some Samoans, and y'all gonna see in the future of this video, he got whooped so bad. His son that played for the Chargers was trying to catch his back fade. We gonna continue the content.
Samoan security. His voice started mouthing off, and things escalated from there.
It's only 30, 40 minutes left in the club. This dude high as fuck. The homeboy out there. They won't let him in, but I'm like, I'm gonna stay out here with him. He just get off on the security guard for no apparent reason.
Big U says the security guards started gathering around them, about 15 deep. He claims he sized up the situation, knew he was outnumbered, but still decided to fight.
Security together. So I made the assessment. It's 15 of them. You 15. But how the rules go, I'm gonna get out where I'm mad at. One dude came and kicked me and hit me in the side of the face.
And according to him, he held his own against all of them.
I think I did pretty good. Me versus 15. You know what I'm saying? Other people said and went back home. That's the difference between Big U and 90% of what.
But honestly, not many people believe that story. First of all, it's the Samoans we're talking about. Nobody's buying that one guy. Even someone with Big U's rep took on 15 Samoans and came out clean. Especially since after the fight, Big U was seen with a bloody face, one eye swollen and bleeding. Dude looked rough. Even his own son was pissed about how bad he looked, which pretty much told everyone who really caught the beatdown.
Oh, y'all hit him like that?
So a lot of people think Big U made up the whole I fought them all off angle to protect his image, especially since he was always hyping himself up as one of the Rolling 60s top fighters.
I was squatting in the hood. I squatted there. So I was saying.
That whole incident also got people talking about the clear differences between Big U and the Samoan gangs. Yeah, the Samoans are definitely fierce, but they're also respected. They carry themselves with honor, look out for their community, respect their people, and even try to uplift the weak and steer the youth away from violence.
What we want to advocate is the colors. We want to leave the colors.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
You want to leave the colors
alone.
Gotcha. Bloods and Crips.
Right.
Meanwhile, Big U and his Rolling 60s clique have been known more for chaos, destruction, and even killing each other. Everybody already knew Big U was one of the top dogs in the Rolling 60s Crips. He never hid his gang ties. He was always talking about how he came up robbing cars and earned his rep in the streets by putting hands on his enemies. Back in the 80s, Big U was deep in the drug game, but he claimed he gave it up after reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. That's when he switched lanes and got into the rap industry. He started managing artists, and one of the first big names he worked with was Corrupt, but Big U never really left the streets. In 1991, he got caught up trying to steal a massive load of an undercover cop, which landed him in prison for 13 years. While locked up, Big U was still on his gangster time. He admitted to stabbing multiple people in prison and even bragged about knocking a dude's eyeball out of its socket with a single punch. After serving his time, he came home in 2004 and rebranded himself as a community leader by starting a charity called Developing Options. On paper, Developing Options was supposed to help kids stay out of the streets and get involved in sports. But according to...
And this is the famous stuff that's on the news right now. All the stuff he was supposed to be doing. Nobody knew he was getting $500,000 direct deposit. And he was taking most of the funds, transferring it to his deposit direct to take care of his family, which was living in the hills. Plus, he had 2 homes in the Rolling 60 neighborhood that a lot of people didn't know until this Rico. Say less. Let's get it.
Big U was using the charity as a front to move dirty money. The city of LA even funded developing options through the Gang Reduction and Youth Development GRID program, giving Big U over $500,000 a year since 2015. That money was supposed to go toward at-risk youth, but instead, Big U was allegedly pocketing a huge chunk of it.
Funding a South LA-based charity, Developing Options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas.
And it wasn't just government money. Even celebrities got caught up in the scam. According to the indictment, Draymond Green and Shaquille O'Neal both donated $20,000 each to Developing Options, thinking they were supporting a good cause. But instead of helping kids, Big U allegedly transferred the money straight into his personal accounts.
Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, businesses, to his charity, Developing Options.
Some people got scammed out of money. Others got hands put on them. One of the wildest stories in the indictment involves boxer Adrian Broner. Back in 2019, Broner allegedly set up a high-stakes dice game in LA, inviting a bunch of NBA players. The problem was that Broner and his crew were using trick dice and ended up finessing millions from the players. When Big U heard about it, he wasn't happy, not because of the scam itself, but because Broner didn't check in with him first. So Big U sent his crew to rough up Adrian Broner. After that, Big U took the money Broner had stolen from the NBA players and gave it back to them. But of course, it wasn't just out of the kindness of his heart. He allegedly made each player pay him $100,000 in exchange for getting their money back. And according to an FBI informant, this wasn't just a one-time thing. A lot of NBA players and celebrities would check in with Big U to make sure they were safe at parties, games, or advertising shoots. Anyone who didn't check in risked getting pressed by Big U's crew. Big U even once said, "If I don't pick up the phone, that could mean death for somebody." The indictment also reveals that Big U was shaking down weed dispensaries, forcing them to pay him $25,000 a month just to operate without problems. One dispensary owner couldn't afford the payments anymore, so Big U sent his goons to rob the shop. Armed men stormed in, stole cash and a bunch of weed. Then later that same day, Big U called the shop owner to his house. When the owner showed up, Big U had all the stolen money and product laid out on the table and told him, "That's how you rob yourself." Then, just to add insult to injury, he made the guy pay him another $10,000 to avoid getting robbed again. But Big U wasn't done yet. He wanted to rob more dispensaries. He told the same shop owner to help him set up other weed stores, promising him a cut of the money. As proof of how serious he was, Big U even handed the guy back some of the money that had just been stolen from his own shop. Now, on the flip side, we have the Samoans. Like we mentioned earlier, these guys weren't playing around. They were known for being one of the most serious and dangerous gangs out there. The gang, known as Sons of Samoa, SOS, got its start back in the mid-1980s in Long Beach, California. Over time, though, their reach expanded way beyond that. By the 1990s,
I'll say, well, I got to the juvenile halls and stuff like that. Los Padrinos. I would say East Lake. I would say shit. Yeah, that's where I met the first SOSs. And I used to look at one of them. One of them was like black and Samoan, but he was like real light skinned with freckles. I remember one dude from SOS. We was in juvenile hall together. Forgot his name, but he got freckles, and I knew he was black and Samoan. But he introduced me to SOS, and then he had another homie, and that's when I first knew Samoans was big as hell. Besides the tongue and Crips, but the ones we used to see at Inglewood High that we used to chase at the swap meet and shit like that, them niggas was on the thin side. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna say, well, you can't even say it was middle school because some of them big bone to the end, but I done seen Tungans at Market on La Brea and Manchester, and they'll be trying to shop, and they always was with a bitch. For sure that they always came with a bitch, but they was running. When they left, they was running. For sure. But yeah, the Samoans, that's the first ones. The SOSs, we was in like I want to say like Silmore. No. We was like, the other one was Silmore. So the first one was like East Lake, because I didn't go to Los Padrinos that much. Los Padrinos was mostly for like Compton area, Watts. You would go to Los Padrinos, shit like that, back that way. Anything like West LA, Inglewood, anything closer to that way, you go to juvenile hall, they're gonna send you to East Los. And East Los was where everybody really went. Like, they used to keep you by your enemies. And for those probation officers right now, the 30 that just got indicted for the what they call it, gladiator, please, man, what they used to do to us, pop the dog. If you talk too much to the PO, they'll let people come up in your cell. If you was banging on the door too much, they used to put a penny on your window, and every time you hit that shit, the penny would drop, and then you'll lose like another whatever it was, whatever privilege, like you'll lose your phone call for the day or the week or however it went. And then if you was a porter, they used to let you get them phone calls. So like everybody used to be like me and Tiny, like I said, Tiny Bogart, Lazaro Castro. When I got up in there one time, he was already the porter. So when I got in, it was a dude named Aubrey. Aubrey had a baby by Makita. Makita was my sister best friend, but they had a young baby. He was probably like 15 when I seen him. So I had to be like, no. I was 16. So he had to be 14. Even worse. Yeah, he had a baby at 14 because they was the first ones. They was young as hell. She had a baby. They was 14. So I seen him when I was 16. And he had like a burnt out S curl because he was in there for so long. But Aubrey always wore the S curl all the way. The whole Inglewood time I seen him, always had his S curl. But now he been in East Lake Juvenile Hall so long, his S curl is getting low key nappy. So he had like he had asked me for a pick because I was growing my hair. So I let him use the pick, and I'll never forget. Weird ass nigga transferred to fucking Silmore and took my motherfucking pick, nigga. And I know he needed it, but I needed that bitch too. That nigga rolled up with my shit, packed it up in his shit. I didn't even know. That nigga got on. Teddy Bogart was like, yeah, we'll catch that nigga on the back end. I was like, hell yeah. That nigga took my motherfucking shit. Like, he was like, Blood took your pick. I was like, hell yeah. He was like, we catch that nigga on the back end. That's the one I was talking about with Munchie B, little Munchie B, Lazaro Castro. This before he caught the 7 consecutive life sentences. And now he on SNY for putting it down for his hood. And then when he got there, he didn't like their program, so he ended up going SNY. So I hear, allegedly. But we're gonna get back to these Samoans and how they got cracking on Big U. As Loose Cannon would say, big uterus. All them niggas in jail. Everybody that talked about each other, the main ones, clout chasing, is in jail. Dig that.
Had spread to Hawaii and across various parts of California, including key areas in the Bay Area like San Jose, Oakland, and Hayward. Incidentally, these were the same cities where members of the Samanu family lived, which only added to their deep connections and influence in the region. The police in Washington state had a lot to say about the SOS gang and their reputation. They were well known for using intimidation tactics to get what they wanted. Extortion was also a common move, and they weren't shy about pulling off drug ripoffs or even committing homicide when things escalated.
What kind of weapons do the gangs use? Your gang control? 38, 22,
9.
57, 9, AK.
I knew he was gonna say 9. For sure.
These guys weren't the
I could tell by the way he was rubbing his face.
They throw
9,
hands
like the
just about any
police.
gang that crossed their path. Their most common rivals, though, were the Tongan Crips gangsters, which only added to the tension on the streets. When it came to their image, the SOS gang used a few specific symbols to represent themselves. One of their most
What's up with the chat? How y'all feeling
was the
today,
Seattle
man?
Mariners logo,
I know
which they
y'all
use
blessed
on
to be
hats
about
and
that
clothing.
thing, man.
They
Y'all ain't
also
feeling
have
like y'all didn't
unique
wake up like
hand
Brick,
signals to show
baby.
affiliation.
Y'all didn't wake
These
up like
weren't
Loose
just for
Cannon.
show.
Hit that like
These
button.
symbols carried
You
weight,
got to make what you
especially
wanted to
in
eat
gang
today. Hit
areas
the
where
like
every
button.
sign and
Subscribe if
symbol
you ain't
sent a
subscribed.
message. According to
Subscribe
Long Beach detective
just
Norm
because
Florenzi,
you
who
living on
spoke to the
better
Los
terms
Angeles Times in
than Big U,
1990. The Sons of Samoa
Loose
had a
Cannon,
reputation for
and
being
Brick
an
Baby.
incredibly tough
You
group,
did.
especially when they had been drinking or were under the influence of drugs.
They done
Sorensen
lied their way
explained
all
that
the way
their
to
tolerance
jail.
for conflict was basically if someone so much as looked at them the wrong way. A fight was almost guaranteed to break out. He described them as the type of gang that would fight at the drop of a hat, and their unpredictability made them even more dangerous. Their violent reputation wasn't just talk either. Stories about the SOS gang's willingness to fight and use violence spread quickly, earning them a lot of respect and fear on the streets. Whether it was intimidation, enforcing their dominance, or straight up brawling with rival gangs, SOS had a no-nonsense approach to handling business. They made sure everyone knew they weren't a group to mess with. One thing that made the Sons of Samoa SOS gang stand out was how different they were from other gangs in certain ways. Unlike most gangs, they didn't operate completely outside of traditional society. There wasn't any formal initiation process like the brutal hazing or jumping in rituals that are common in a lot of gangs. Joining SOS was more organic. Samoans came together out of necessity, driven by the need to protect themselves and each other in communities where they were a small minority. To put things into perspective, back in 2000, the entire Samoan population in Oakland was just 614 people. That's only about 0.15% of the city's population. It's no wonder they felt the need to stick together when they were such a tiny community compared to others. A friend of the Samanu family
I
once
swear to
described
God, I
the
never
gang in
even knew they made it to the
saying they had
Bay,
heavy
let
presence
alone
in areas
Oakland.
like San Jose and even in Samoan churches. It was in these churches that members of SOS would talk about values like respecting others, especially elders. A big part of Samoan culture. But outside of church, it was a whole different story. The same guys who were preaching respect and community inside those walls would show a much darker side when they were out in the streets.
I won't hesitate to shoot him.
I can't believe they don't even put nobody on. They just saying like you part of the family. That's how they do in Chicago. They don't be putting hands on people. They just say you with the clique, but you'll get violated. You get a DP, but
especially other Samoans
you won't have to get put on because you from over there. You're a brother.
Together. It wasn't just about crime. It was about fostering a sense of ethnic brotherhood and looking out for one another in a world where they felt outnumbered and overlooked. For many, it was less about being a gang in the traditional sense and more about having each other's backs in a hostile environment. In the Bay Area, the Sons of Samoa operated a little differently compared to many other gangs, especially when it came to the infamous color wars that defined so much of gang life in places like Los Angeles during the 1990s. While the Bloods and Crips were going at it full force in LA, SOS in the Bay didn't seem to take those rivalries as seriously. They weren't as focused on the traditional red versus blue battles that defined so many street wars. Instead, their focus was more about their own alliances, survival, and controlling their territory. But that doesn't mean they weren't dangerous. In fact, their willingness to adapt and align with other groups when it suited them made them even more unpredictable. For example, federal prosecutors in San Jose revealed that a subset of SOS operating out of Monterey, California, had formed an alliance with a local Norteno crew called the Murder Squad. Together, these groups weren't just causing trouble, they were escalating things to a deadly level. In 2017, SOS and the Murder Squad reportedly teamed up to target rival Sereno members. They weren't just making threats or getting into small scuffles. They were actively working together to take out their enemies. In one case, they collaborated on a planned murder of rival Surenos, showing just how tight their alliance had become. They even carried out drive-by shootings, with reports detailing how they fired multiple shots from a revolver into a Hayward home where Sureno members were staying. And it wasn't just about guns and shootings. SOS had no problem resorting to more old-school methods of intimidation and robbery. They were known to walk right up to someone, deliver a knockout punch, often referred to as the one-hitter quitter, and then strip the victim of their valuables right there on the spot. Jackets, wallets, shoes, whatever they wanted, they took. The people they targeted would often wake up dazed, beaten, and completely robbed, all while SOS walked away unbothered. One of the most chilling incidents involving the Sons of Samoa gang was the tragic murder of 25-year-old Nolan Pamintuan, a young man who was on the brink of one of the happiest days of his life. On May 17th, 1990.
One thing I can say about the Halls, they was the only Crips that I ever knew that was really, really going at it with Mexicans. And besides that, Asian boy Crip. Every time they seen a Southsider, I swear to God, if they was in class and one of them Samoans or them Tongan dudes or them Asian dudes see a Southsider, it didn't matter. It was on site. They wouldn't even last 10 seconds in the class. As soon as everybody sit down and the teacher, this is juvenile hall type shit. Like I said, with the 30 officers that just got arrested. Gladiator school, they knew damn well they was putting certain people in certain classes because they was popping that shit. So then when they get in class, some niggas wouldn't even get to sit in the seat. As soon as they get in the classroom, they'll get the teeing off of a Mexican. They get the teeing off of Samoan. It was reckless, man. What? Way worse than the county jail. That's why I said, man, when you go to juvenile hall, county jail, that ain't shit.
Nolan was preparing for his wedding to his fiancée, Rowena Pinello, which was set to take place the very next day in Daly City near San Francisco. He had planned everything down to the last detail, taking an active role in organizing the big day. That evening, after spending time at his parents' house in Hayward, he had a list of errands to run for the following morning: booking a hotel room for after the wedding, picking up tuxedos for himself and his groomsmen, and helping his Aunt Edith with wedding preparations. But instead of waking up to a day of joy and celebration, Nolan became the victim of an unspeakable nightmare. That night, as he stepped out of his car in Hayward, he caught the attention of a group of men driving by in a stolen van. Timing, in this case, was everything. If Nolan had been just 2 minutes faster or slower, he might have avoided their notice altogether. But as fate would have it, the men saw him, targeted him on the spot, and decided to rob him. At gunpoint, Nolan was forced into their van and driven around the Bay Area while his captors stripped him of all his possessions. As if that wasn't terrifying enough, the situation took an even darker turn. The men began arguing among themselves about who would kill Nolan. Despite Nolan's desperate pleas for his life, their decision was merciless. He was shot once in the chest with a sawed-off shotgun and left to die in the middle of a street in Hayward. His lifeless body was discovered shortly after midnight, on what was supposed to be his wedding day. The news of Nolan's death.
Yeah, they knew who he was. That ain't no accident. They knew exactly who he was. This story got to be flawed.
She was informed
they ain't gonna gauge you in the chest for no reason.
The wedding was scheduled to begin, turning what should have been the happiest day of their lives into a day of unimaginable grief. What made the crime even more senseless was how sloppy the perpetrators were. They left clues everywhere, holding on to easily identifiable stolen items, keeping clothing splattered with Nolan's blood, and making no real effort to cover their tracks. Detectives had no trouble piecing the case together, and within 10 days, 4 suspects were arrested. The group included 2 juveniles, an 18-year-old and a 22-year-old man, who was believed to be the shooter. As it turned out, 3 of them were members of the Sons of Samoa gang. During the trial, 2 of the suspects cooperated with authorities, turning informants in exchange for 16-year prison sentences. The other 2, including the suspected shooter, were convicted and remain locked up to this day. Yet, despite their reputation for violence, stories have surfaced over the years that paint a more complicated picture of the gang. Some say SOS wasn't all bad and that there were times when they stepped up to help people in need, sometimes even those who weren't affiliated with the gang.
Born in the year 2000 in Los Angeles, California, X4's life began in a city often known for its glitz and glamour, but equally infamous for its deep-rooted gang culture. From the start, his life was overshadowed by violence and heartbreak. At just 2 years old, X4 faced his first major tragedy when his father was sent to prison. The crime? A shocking and brutal act.
This is real LA County jail picks, but this is the whole breakdown of X4, the one that just got caught up for the robbery on the little cameraman, the one beefing with 4 Extra.
I know that you're Mexican. Yeah. Okay.
This is the whole breakdown of X4. We're gonna break it down all the way to him going to jail for this robbery. I don't know why he would rob the cameraman though, but man, he probably said some slick shit, gang. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. You never know, you know what I mean? Especially when I know these dudes is gangster dudes. You said something that crossed the line. He wasn't just crashing. He ain't a brick baby. I give him that. He ain't brick, and I know brick from the county jail. And brick baby is not like that.
On December 30th, 2003, when X4 was just 3 years old, his older brother Dante, a member of the 7 Even Fover gang, was murdered in cold blood. Dante's death happened on a chilly evening as he prepared to leave for a quick errand to buy weed. In an attempt to stay warm, he wore a sweater belonging to his aunt, a clover sweater, symbolizing the Rolling 40s gang. The sweater inadvertently marked him as a target. While walking down 47th Street, Dante was confronted by a carload of 5 individuals from the Hoover gang. Believing Dante to be a rival gang member, the assailants exited their vehicle and unleashed a barrage of gunfire. Dante was struck multiple times and collapsed on the pavement. This loss devastated X4's family and left him with a growing animosity toward the Hoovers, a feeling that would define much of his life as he grew older. After Dante's murder, X4's family relocated to a different part of Los Angeles. They moved from 79th Street in Hoover territory to 42nd Street in Mo, a neighborhood controlled by the Rolling 40s gang. This area, particularly the Dark Side clique, was notorious for being one of the most dangerous parts of the Rolling 40s turf. The Dark Side's boundaries stretched from King Boulevard to Vernon Avenue and from Vermont Avenue to the 1 to 10 freeway. Within these blocks, life was defined by survival, loyalty, and a constant state of war with rival gangs.
Sidebar. Now, everybody that knows Spody Face got into it with X4. 4 Extra dumbed it down. I told this story before, but I'll make it brief. When I met Spody Face, his name wasn't Spody Face. We was in Unit Z in Silmore Juvenile Hall. And them niggas, they were Spody, it was okay. His name wasn't Spody Face. His name was Turtle. So it was, I never forget it because these niggas try to set me up. Nigga, no peanut butter. So I come out for shower and I just get there. I just had got there. So this is my first day out for shower. So I'm supposed to go to this little like room where one of the XOs, the XO is a person that hands out, you know, whatever your parents give you at visiting, you can use it. So I had body wash, I had sandals, shit like that. So it's a big ass nigga from 40s named Tank. Now, mind you, I'm about like 14 on the dead homies blood. These niggas was like 17, 18. They was about to be like grown men, gang. So look, so these niggas, Tank give me his my role, and he said, "Hey, where you from again?" I said, "Yeah, I'm from Queen Street." He's like, "All right, for sure." He said, "But you ain't from families though, right?" I was like, "Nah, nigga, I just said I'm from Queen Street, right? Like, why would you ask me if I'm from families?" He was like, "I was just making sure." That's what a lot of niggas used to do back in the days, because they didn't know like how they know now about families. They thought we was all families, so they thought we was Queen family, mafia families. Like that's what it was in my age. So yeah, when I got my stuff, I said, "Nah, nigga, I'm from Queen Street." He was like, "You sure you ain't from families?" I said, "No, nigga, I said I'm from Queen Street." He was like, "All right, cuz." I was looking at him like, damn, this is a big ass nigga. His name Tank. Big old dark skinned nigga with a bald head, chubby nigga. So then I walk across to the other side. It's another nigga mopping the floor. I didn't know he was from 40s too. So the nigga say, "Hey, cuz, where you from?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Queen Street." He was like, he said he knew one of my homies. He was like, "Yeah, they call me Donut from 40 Crib, 40 Neighborhood Crib." I was like, "All right, nigga, for sure that." So I'm like I said, like 4 Extra. That's why he did that motherfucking no jumper shit. They was on me, nigga, when I was going to the shower. I was like 14 years old, nigga, banging, no tattoos. So, nigga, and I had an S curl. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little straight Inglewood baby. So when I go over there, Donut like, "Yeah, cuz on 40 Crib. Where you from?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Queen Street." So he was like, yeah, 40 Crib Donut. I was like, for sure. So then, not knowing this nigga, Spody Face, aka Turtle, he the one I end up squabbling. So I go in the shower. I mean, a shower area is long. You know what I mean? Got like 4. I'll give you the just look of it. When you walk in to the left side, it's about 4 to 6 showers. You turn it on by yourself. I think it's one thing to where it's just warm, nigga. Ain't no hot and cold like at the house, nigga. You got one option: turn on or off. That's it, nigga. To the right side is sinks, but it's all like a towel on the floor, but they little squares, like they all like the size of an inch. So it's a gang of squares in there that's tile. And then they got a little dip part where the drain, you know, so they don't get flooded and shit up in there. But when you first walk in, it's windows. It's a gang of windows and shit to where, you know, anything go down, the police can see. But they can only see so far because it's like a block off because of the sinks and stuff like that, right? And that's where niggas be used to get on their knees to get down with niggas. You know what I mean? You got to get on your knees because if you stand up, the police gonna see you. So yeah, I end up getting down with this nigga Spody Face, aka Turtle. So nigga, I'm getting my rolls out, finna get my shower shoes on, and the nigga like, "Hey, on 40 Crib, we gotta get down." I was like, "All right, nigga." So we started getting down, boo bye, boo bye, boo bye, boo boo. We start squabbling up. Mind you, he older than me. So we getting down, boo bye, boo bye, boo bye, boo bye. Then the motherfucking police come in. I never forget, nigga, that was the first time I got sprayed with mace. Nigga, on my dead homies, nigga. Me and Spody Face, aka Turtle. That was the first time I got sprayed with pepper spray in Unit Z and motherfucking Silmore. And if he say I'm lying, he lying, nigga. We got down when his name was Turtle. Now on the internet, his name is Spody Face. We got down in the goddamn shower, nigga. That's why I kept looking at that nigga like, I know this nigga. I know this nigga. But I don't know him as no goddamn Spody Face. I kept looking at him like Spody Face, Spody Face. I'm like, this nigga name, I like this nigga nose is like Bosco. It's a nose you'll never forget. So I'm like, nah, I got down with this nigga. This nigga ain't no mother. So I was like, oh, yeah, it ain't no motherfucking Spody Face, nigga. Your name was Turtle, nigga. Now I can put a face to name. Hell yeah, I got down with Turtle. He said I'm lying, nigga. He lying, nigga. We got down when I was like 14, nigga. And Unizy Sillmore. So the beef and all that to say with X4 is like, you know what I mean? I know they trippers, but I know Spody Face is really from where he from. And I know X4 is really from where he from because I got down with Spody Face when I was 14 in Unizy Sillmore. This is a fact. But his name wasn't Spody Face. His name was Turtle. And all the niggas that was there, if anybody listening, go ask them niggas. Go ask Turtle, go ask Donut, and go ask Tank from 40 Crib if I didn't get down with Turtle, who y'all call on the internet fucking Spody Face. Just like Brick Baby. Brick Baby, when I met that nigga in the county jail, his name was Shitty. His name was Shitty. So when I seen Brick Baby on the internet, I was like, who the fuck? I was like, man, I know this nigga. His name was no motherfucking Brick Baby. Then that nigga's name was Brick the Trick, a.k.a. the Snitch, a.k.a. the motherfucking shitty bitch. Nigga, your homie killed Nipsey. Your little homie killed Nipsey Hussle. And people still subscribe to him. People loving him on No Jumper. How you gonna love a nigga named Shitty when his little homie killed Nipsey? How did y'all subscribe to Brick Baby, which is Shitty, and y'all love Nipsey Hussle? You should unsubscribe to him right now and subscribe to me. Shitro, Shitty, aka Brick Baby. Brick Baby, your little homie smoked Nipsey Hussle. Little Shitty, baby Shitty, whatever it is. Yeah. 15 years for show. That's out the door. But we not just saying out the door, gang, because we going to get to that. That's all in this whole little. I'm glad you on the live because I learned how to make my breakdowns and documentaries better. My family is telling me, stop telling us and tell the world them stories. That's why they watch you. Because my family don't give a damn about no Turtle, no Spody Face. They don't give a fuck. And I'm telling you, I was there with these dudes. So, like I'm saying, X4 is really from his hood. 4 Extra is really from his hood. 4 Extra is cooning right now. But Brick Baby, little homie, killed Nipsey Hussle. Because when I was in the county jail with Brick Baby, his name was not Brick Baby. His name was Shitty. You want the real name? Shitty Cuz. And in my head, being from Inglewood, I know to stay away from a nigga called Shitty Cuz. Like I said, I'm 40. If your homies from your hood call you Shitty Cuz, oh, you got some explaining to do. No. You don't get that name for nothing. And if you did get that name, you had to be a super fly Maserati 16-year-old ass nigga to be Shitty. We on the west side. Your worst enemies is Inglewood niggas. And we middle class blacks. So for you to be Shitty, you would have to have Beamer, Benz, or Bentley at 16. You know who I was going to school with that was bossed up like that? The young nigga mama and daddy that owned Eminem's Soul Food. He went to Inglewood High. He had the first white Cadillac truck made on planet Earth, parked in front of Inglewood High. Parked at Inglewood High. And you know what Inglewood High did for him? I know they had a soul food pass. They used to put a cover over his meter so he never had to pay. That's when I knew that nigga was like that. He's not a gang member, but we knew that nigga like a motherfucker. And you know what he did for the homie? I'ma just put it like this. From Weirdo Bloods, And he was an ugly nigga like Bosco. But since that was his boy, that nigga made him a model for Sean John Jean when the jean jackets matched the pants. Nigga like Guess, nigga. Oh, I got some stories to tell. But you just gotta get me popping it. Because I know more than Bosco and Munchie. I can talk about other stories in life around Inglewood. I am a walking dictionary. Thesaurus? Historian? OG? Please give me my OG. Please, just, even if you don't like me, just give me a little OG status. Because I know what I'm talking about. And anybody watching me, just tell me I'm lying. And I'm going to tell you, you lying. And I'm going to put a name on it. And I'm back and forth. But like I said, Brick Baby's little homie, Brick is the Trick's little homie, is Shitty. Shitty killed Nipsey. Shitty on a big Rico trial with loose coochie drips, can't stop running his lips. And his girl can't stop doing it either. Do not record or reuse with the copyright. So y'all some clout chasing motherfuckers. Y'all trying to put how you gonna put a censor? How you gonna put a censor on a fair use? Tell me that if you ain't the clout chasing his family. Your last name of the family should be the Clout Chasers. And y'all should put that on the wall with a gang of pictures of all y'all going to these different platforms telling lies. That's what I would advise Loose Cannon to do. All the lies you told, just take pictures from that and hang it up on y'all walls like real families do with all their family members and stuff like that. You know, like Granny got all the babies until they some of them be cute, but then they got older and be ugly, but they're your family members, but they was cute babies. But you see the growing up process. Yeah. Show that in your house, Loose Cannon, you and your wife, of all the times y'all clout chased on all the platforms. I bet you that shit will look like a museum. Pure fuckery. But back to X4. My man, I say keep your head up. I know a lot of stuff ain't gonna hit the internet. You gonna be in there squabbling. You gonna have his side and his homeboys from your hood. I already know how it go. Just like with me, if I go through there, it ain't gonna be so much back and forth because Bosco ain't nobody. But at the end of the day, it'll be like, I ain't gonna even squabble. The only person I probably have a problem with is the people that I talked about, they dead relatives. You know what I mean? But if it's like that, nigga. I said what I said, nigga. Shit, nigga, I would have made your mama cry if I was out. So, nigga, period, nigga. I changed my life. That's why I'm OG now. That's why I said I did that time and God set me down. Because if I was out, oh, you would have never seen me. I would have been gone. I was so hot, pop. If you think I'm like that now, just imagine me 25, 19, bigger than most of the niggas, like not taller, but just sized up like a real sturdy pit bull. Come on, bro. You wasn't talking to me about nothing, nigga. I was pushing weight since 14, nigga. I would clear your chin. And the homies knew that. But that's when fades matter. Now, it don't. The only time it matters is in the county jail. So X4, you ain't the biggest, but I hope you got lefts and rights because it don't even take the biggest. I see skinny niggas clear big niggas that work out jaws. I done seen people come straight from the streets, look like they do meth, and go clear a nigga jaw that was working out 10 months before this other brother came in from the opposite hood. And the smoked out meth looking nigga came in, didn't even wash his nutsack, you know what I mean, or put his bed together and knock a nigga clear out and then go take a shower and start playing dominoes and pinochle like he ain't even do what he just did. I've seen it. I have seen it. So it ain't no game. That's why I said, if you like that, you like that. And most people could see it on you. And then look, X4 ain't the biggest dude. He ain't big as 4 Extra. But look at his face. Now, not to put him on blast. It ain't my job to do that. I'm here for commentation, things that are facts. I'm not going to tell you some non-factual stuff when I call my stuff Say Less Moments. So, just like Baby B Braids on Who's Who's, let me sip to this. Because y'all need to think about this. They got their tattoos in prison. Do you hear what I'm telling you? These super hard gang members that y'all pay attention to got their tattoos in prison. You know what the homies say about niggas like that? Some even want to DP you, even if they ain't even from your hood. Because you know what they're going to say? You not like that. Why? For the simple point of, nigga, you got this shit in jail. Why you didn't come in? Nigga, you should have had that where niggas ain't got no rules in the county jail. Niggas ain't got no rules in the county jail. So if they seen that on your face, it would have got you. Just like my mama told me. I said, Mama, this is why I get on Snoopy sassy ass so bad. I am a tattoo artist. If y'all didn't know, hey, Neptune Lagoon is a tattoo artist. I had a shop in Florida and I had a shop in Texas right when I got out of prison. You know what I was gonna put right here? That same motherfucking red chuck this motherfucking Snoopy sassy ass got. I was gonna get that probably in 2009, and I would have been looking like Snoopy sassy ass. Can you imagine the horror of me looking like Snoopy sassy ass? I would have had the same red chuck. Oh my goodness. But my mama said, don't do it. So I said, all right. All right. Well, mama, what about I put a big old capital B? Because I did ask my mama. Because I know she got to look at me. My dad was just like, he never said that. He was just like, yeah, this nigga's, he was like, all the friends I used to call it, like, now I can call my son Mr. Gang Member. He used to say that to everybody when they just thought they was too banged out. Mr. Gang Member. Let you rob somebody's numbers on his, yeah, but he robbed the cameraman. The cameraman, all that is like a back and forth. You know what I mean? But you can't quick draw. You the GOAT. When you the GOAT, listen to these words I just said. He robbed the cameraman. This nigga's here to work for you. How you rob him? Hey, don't that sound like Zay Osama when you got caught in that Lambo? And then the dumb nigga did a video, robbed the camera people. You feel me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He robbed the cameraman. And look, like I said, I'm an old nigga. I was up watching the news like Granny be doing. And I seen it. And I was like, that shit was as yellow as my hoodie. I was like, damn, that shit kind of loud. How you gonna do a robbery in the loudest whip in California? Do you know the police, quite naturally, like a man's gonna do, see that Porsche truck and be like, damn, that motherfucker hard. Man, if that shit is on the hot radar, nigga, what? 2 o'clock? I don't give a fuck if it was 4 o'clock. Nigga, they finna see you like a stoplight. Far down the street, you, look, bro, you wearing this. On a car. I don't care how fast you going. Nigga, you ended up in Simi Valley. You not getting away in Simi Valley. Why? Because it ain't no fucking crime out there. They gonna send everybody at you, you dummy. And then, what they made it even worse, I said to myself, look at these Gilligan ass police that pulled Zay Osama over. And not only that, I'm so with the detail, I do tattoos for a living. I said, damn, these niggas ain't even got no dirt on their motherfucking outfits. Them sheriffs out there, greener of the greenest pants, crispy of the crispiest. I was on it like, damn, these niggas getting paid. They don't do no work. Now they got a rapper. And then I was like, they let him out. I think I know why they let him out. Because it wasn't LA County jurisdiction. That's Ventura County. So when you're dealing with Ventura County, since they don't have a lot of inmates that be coming with this, let alone do the crime, I bet you if he went to LA County jail, he would have been released on bond. Especially being an out-of-towner. But like I said, the only reason why I brought him up is because X4 lightweight did the same thing. Can you imagine being X4 right now? Put yourself in his position and say you in the cell. You famous. So either lightweight or heavyweight. You know people running content on your ass right now. You just don't know what niggas is saying. But why you sitting in there and you know what type of clout capabilities that you have, you know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up, right? You the type of nigga to where you can sit at home. YouTube's gonna pay you. You could have been doing what I'm doing right now. But when you do it, you get clouded up because they know you. You've been pushed. People help you. You got a management team. I'm going to tell you, I manage me. I do everything on my own. And even when I look at my videos, I'm smart enough to critique them. Because why? I don't want to just play nobody's video. I will break it down more. Because that's what my family said. It was like, don't just run people content, say something here and there. You got to get in there. You got to box. You got to fight for your spot. You know? I was just on old Dusty Draw Slim yesterday. And he was trying to get on the homie. And he was trying to run content on the homie yesterday. And I just happened to glance it. And since he spoke on the homie, I got up in his chat. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. And then he want to avoid me. He don't want to say my name. He'll say, hey, yeah, say less, say less. You know my name, Neptune, nigga. But he's not going to clout me. Based on, he know what I said about Munchie. And he know it to be true. But they're not going to give me my clout for it. Which is smooth. But when you get on my homie and you have him on your platform, yeah, I'm on your ass. It's funny how I got more content than the homie. But you ain't gonna put me up there. Why? Because you got on live with me on Nina Boy. And what you said was, hey man, let's see Cuz house. Cuz, look, I'm a smoker, Cuz. First, I was a booty bandit. Then, he's a smoker, Cuz. Look, he live in the garage. Yeah. And then when I started showing around my house, when they sent that cash app, and then I went to that freezer, and she, oh, Cuz, he got an eye buster. Yeah. It was snow crab legs inside my freezer. You bitch ass nigga. See, I don't get the little ones. I get the big ones. Because if I want to eat, I'm going to eat. You feel me? So, pocket watcher, keep watching me. Because I'm going to do it. And I got more real content than you. And I don't wear black every day. And I get a lineup and haircuts. And I put grease on my lips. And I know how to get off live all day. Mr. Gang member. This nigga told me and the homie Mr. KC. Oh, y'all saying blood all in the chat? Whoa. Mr. Slim Jimmy James Johnson. Mr. Can't take two punches on the DP down on the Fogo Frazier. Bruh, I got content on there too. You just like Bosco. You was scared of Debo in them tan pants with the $5 Mexican church belt. He hit you twice. Boom, boom. You was like, oh, God. But back to what you be talking about. Nigga, your whole chat be cuz this, low this, on crib, cuz. Then when me and the homie got in there and we swarmed y'all shit, you know how many cousins we seen in there? Donuts. And we was banging, nigga, in your chat yesterday, Slim. I'm talking about, nigga, I told you, nigga, you fuck with peanut butter blood, nigga, you the Fed grid program, nigga. Your whole chat seen me and a homie tearing your shit up, and I didn't hear one of your moderators say cuz, crip, or none of that. On my mama run his content back, nigga. Yesterday, getting on the homie, talking about his big homie can't speak on Munchie. Then who can? A little homie? Nigga? The fuck, nigga? We ain't finna lie on no little niggas. You came after us. What the fuck we gonna lie on you for? Niggas us than you, nigga. The fuck? It wouldn't have been you without us. And Munchie wouldn't have had Munchie name if Munchie didn't get Munchie. So what you would have been, Benjamin? You wouldn't have been Munchie? Would you been a dog? A scary dog? Like, what you would have been? Because you sound like a hot dog right now. Let me get back to the content. Because I don't like getting on the homies long. But old Dirty Slim, don't ever make that decision to try to fuck over us again. Because when we see any of our faces on your shit, and then you trying to run content to hide peanut butter man? Have you ever seen the Munchkin man? Have you ever seen the gingerbread man? Well, I know the peanut butter man. And he's your friend. Drea the Virgo, who y'all both shout out, whoever the fuck she is, let the world be known. Y'all both fuck with Drea the Virgo. So whoever is that connection that does y'all editing makes y'all friends. But y'all was already on kick and cack B and boo. I don't see how you can kick, cack, and be boo. I can't even say the shit unless I break it down slowly. So what the fuck is you niggas doing? You got peanut butter blood and get knocked out by his homies on World Star. Like what the? And then you got Spider Low telling on all the lows. And then we find out he ain't even from a gang. He's still saying he's still low DJ. He's still doing his thing. How y'all still looking at his shit now? And don't lie. Keep it real. I know y'all on the couch. You're like, oh, this nigga Neptune popping. No, y'all on the couch. And y'all feel some kind of way. Like going to church on Sunday when the pastor tell you about your sins and how you transgress against God. You transgress against God. You got to do a GAWD, God. It ain't God. You transgress against God. Watching motherfucking Spider Low. What the hell wrong with you niggas? He is Fed Depot by himself. He ain't got to go to no jumper. This nigga calls in on niggas. This nigga will try to make some shit up on his own homies and get them smoked. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And y'all still be watching this bitch ass nigga. And I ain't gonna lie. You know what I do? If I see a headline on my big ass TV, you know how you can go to the next one and it just play some little shit without clicking on it? That's the best credit I ever gave that nigga. And that's just being 100. Because if I was in the pen, I wouldn't fuck with no S and Ys. Nigga. These niggas is S and Y. So if you call yourself not even being a real nigga, you can be a real bitch. You can be a real kid. And no, this nigga told on his homie and got him whacked. This nigga tried to get information on his homie about graping one of the homegirls. Oh God. Oh God, you have transgressed by watching that man. I don't know what y'all be doing going on No Jumper. I don't know what y'all... Look, man. Adam 22. Look, don't he look like this man right here? Look at this man. Look at this man right here. Do you think Adam 22 looks like he can be related? His last name is Grand Mason, correct? So just look at this man right here. Do you think this man can be related to Adam Grand Mason? Y'all just take the time to look. You know every dead president on these dollar bills was slave masters, slave owners. Y'all know that, right? We carry dead presidents in our pockets that were slave owners. Do you know most of the presidents is related in some type of way, even if you want to go to Obama. But that's a whole nother. We on X4 right now. I'm getting too deep. I'll get into a whole nother commentary talking about y'all presidents. But I leave you with this before we get back to X4. I have a sister, and this is a true story. She's in the Navy. She did that Ancestry.com, correct? I repeat, she in the Navy. And you know who she found out we related to? I'll let y'all Google it. In my bloodstream, right now to this day, we related by blood to the 5th president of the United States of America. And that's on my daddy, rest in peace.
Hub of activity for the dark side was a large apartment complex known as the Dark Jets, located near Figueroa Street and King Boulevard. This building became a symbol of their dominance in the area and a hotspot for gang-related activities. The Rolling 40s, particularly the Dark Side Clique, maintained intense rivalries with groups such as the Hoovers, the Black P. Stones, BPS, the 51 Trouble Gangster Crips, and the Fruittown Brims. X4's mother was largely absent during his childhood, heavily involved in street life herself. She worked on Figueroa Street, an area controlled by the Hoovers, which added an extra layer of danger and complexity to X4's upbringing. Without consistent parental guidance, X4 had to rely on himself and his older brothers, Baby Explosive, X3, and Tiny Foot, both of whom were deeply involved in the gang lifestyle. By the time X4 was 13 years old, he had already built a reputation as a troublemaker in his neighborhood. His first arrest came that same year after he and a group of friends decided to rob passengers on a city bus. Their plan unraveled quickly when law enforcement arrived on the scene.
Yeah, that's some young nigga shit for real. That's some young nigga shit.
Led to a 4-month stay in juvenile detention.
Yeah, I did 3 when I did shit like that.
That set the tone for his teenage years.
So he got an extra month. He was fucking up. You supposed to get 3.
Was in and out of juvenile hall, frequently clashing with rivals and authorities alike. He gained a reputation as a fearless fighter, earning respect within the detention system by taking on numerous opponents in physical confrontations and emerging victorious each time. These fights solidified his status as someone not to be trifled with, both inside and outside of detention. On the streets, X4's reputation as a top gunner grew. Allegations of his involvement in shootouts, armed robberies, and violent missions against rival gangs became common. His name carried weight, and his presence on the streets was undeniable. Despite the turbulence in his life, X4 found an outlet in music. During his high school years, X4 began experimenting with music, releasing freestyles and tracks on SoundCloud. His early work drew comparisons to Ralphie the Plug, Drakeo's brother. But X4 quickly distinguished himself with a flow and style all his own. His music began to gain traction, particularly among younger audiences in Los Angeles. X4's raw and unfiltered approach to storytelling, paired with his distinct delivery, resonated with fans. X4 became a pioneer of a new wave in LA rap, moving the city's sound away from the YG-dominated era of the early 2010s and into a fresher, grittier style. However, for X4, music was always a secondary priority. Gang life came first.
Slick walked in the county jail and crip off that neighbor folds. Then I ain't even give a fuck what snooze in there. Then my Ben walked in the quarantine on crip.
In 2017, X4 was incarcerated again, this time receiving an additional 6-year sentence while already serving time for previous charges. Even behind bars, his name was tied to street conflicts. He was allegedly involved in several shootings, including one in Black P. Stone's territory and another involving a member of the Hoover Gang. Although he faced a murder charge, the case fell apart due to conflicting witness testimonies and a lack of evidence. X4 remained resilient during his incarceration. He had the support of his brothers and a loyal circle of friends who kept his morale high. The COVID-19 pandemic brought an unexpected opportunity for early release, and in 2022, X4 was back on the streets of Los Angeles.
Your mama next to your homies. I thought the trophies going down forever. Big homies.
A bold return to the streets. When X4 returned home, he wasted no time getting back to his music. Initially, fans outside of Los Angeles were puzzled when they saw him wearing hats and colors associated with rival gangs. In LA, gang culture.
And I remember when he got out, he did that freestyle on top of the roof. I was like, oh yeah, he finna be trouble. And that's when the Baby Stone Gorillas was blowing up. That nigga got out of jail, did that freestyle on top of the roof. I was like, yeah, X4 gonna be a problem.
With the LA rap scene searching
he by himself. Baby Stone Gorillas got like 3-4 of them.
Positioned to take the spotlight. Offers from labels.
I knew it was gonna be smoke. Nigga, they right across the street from each other. Cross Crenshaw. You gonna have problems.
Barriers that often confine LA rappers to the West Coast.
Go to the Martin Luther King Day parade and see them niggas trying to catch each other. Oh my mama, I've been there
to a mainstream audience
2 times. Them niggas crazy.
Many LA rappers have struggled to expand their reach beyond neighboring states like Nevada and Arizona. However, X4's unique sound, combined with his undeniable authenticity, could set him apart. The question remains, can X4 leave the streets behind and focus entirely on his music? With his talent, resilience, and the right support system, he has the potential to achieve greatness. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives like this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. You got it.
He got the right idea about X4. I'm going to be quick because we're going to go straight to his interview. But one thing about being a YN or even a young G, you are pressured up at all sides. Not only just by your hood, but the image you got to portray to the world. You can't let no nigga talk tough. I don't care if it's 4 Extra. I don't care if it's Spody Face. I don't care who. I don't care if it's Brick Baby. All that. You got to be standing on business and you got to be talking shit on that mic like Draco the Ruler. Draco the Ruler, I know. My mama know. My mama know his mama. Just like I said with Big Munchie. So that's why I said, trying to block me, can't block me because I'm going to get up in there. And once I say it enough, niggas going to see my face because I'm not on a big platform right now. But one thing about the come up is when you come up, slow money is for show money. And I don't want no jumper help. Why? Because if I second guess it, I shouldn't be doing it. Munchie B just said on Street News TV when you were talking about Gangland, talking to Gangland Neen, he said, hey, man, you know, at first I was fighting it. If you know it's wrong, that's why you got to fight it. Because if it's right, why would you have to fight it? Why would you have to second guess it? You'd be like, hell yeah, I'm over there. You feel me? So why would you say out your mouth that, you know, that's what I said. You keep talking and you're going to get your ass cashed like loose cannon. You said out your mouth. Yeah, I was debating it for a long time on In With Families. I was debating going on No Jumper for a long time, but then I hollered at Brick Baby, and he told me it's just all content. You hollered at Brick Baby. Brick is the trick. The Wireware told you it was straight. You see where I'm going? Fucking dumbass little homies.
Fascinating stories on the way.
X4. We still on X4. Let's get it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, man. I'm coming with it, man.
Well, there's been some other stuff on the internet that I see.
And they said he got all those tattoos he rubbing on in prison.
But you know,
especially the H blanks. They say all that H blank stuff. The niggas in prison. They say he got it in there. I think he got a story about it too.
Speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think you posted about somebody, you know, wants you off your hood. Or put off your hood or something, you know. You kind of
look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face.
I ain't even gonna get like.
Look.
Let me just tell you something about.
Let me just tell you something.
On the day when you gangbanging, cuz, and you from a big ass hood like the 40s, like my hood, they homies, like the hood I'm from, Caribbean, they homies. It's a lot of in this protocol and it's, you know, just certain shit, cuz. And one thing about, like I said, gang banging from a hood world, it's a lot of, and like I said, different cliques and different sides and different shit going on.
Yep. True.
And
True.
Not one man,
True.
Voice is just big enough to say, like me, not from 40s,
You ain't OG.
Yeah,
it is big niggas that can.
Back in, like,
but you gotta be OG.
Especially, like I said, no
Gotta
snitching
be
involved,
OG.
no gay shit, no weird shit, no bunk shit. That's like impossible, So like I said, if you like a weirdo, just on the net or just like a person I already don't like me or just want something to say about me, you gonna take that and you gonna run with that.
They'll say you gay, you a weirdo, you a smoker. That's what they gonna do.
That's paying attention to the facts and
that's the internet.
Going on.
They gonna put something on you.
You gonna be like, he just popping it on them. You gonna get it. You gonna trick back yourself. Cause like I said, I'm the type of that's like I don't play about my name. I don't play about my image. I don't play about what I stand on. I don't play about none of that. And getting away with that, you know, just let you figure me out there, homie. But it's like, you know, he probably didn't mean it though. He probably gonna come home and say sorry.
He probably gonna come home and say sorry.
I don't care. You don't know. I'm not trying to get indicted off my interviews. Yeah, that's my boy.
Who were some of your favorite rappers growing up?
He said, I ain't trying to get indicted off no interviews.
I was listening to a lot of songs that was like, probably like, buzzing probably like around that time type shit. But now me, like now growing older, like I find myself, like my top 5 right now that I find myself listening to in the car a lot. Myself, X4, Rollo Rodriguez, 36. Listen to a lot of Lil Durk. And
that's why you got that OTF on your face.
But you know, a lot of Rollo.
Really big old OTF on his face. Don't let him lie to you. So that means he don't like young boy. If he fuck with Durk, he one of them young niggas that don't like young boy. On my mama.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got this feature,
that's the question I would have asked him.
You know, like a good stamp on your career.
I was on that type of shit, but I be thinking more on something on a day me. Like on a day me stamp myself before I get stamped by somebody else. Cause people be like you a lot of, like I said, this world, like I said, shit not genuine no more, so people always be having something to say. I want to play the legal games or want to just like I said, have something to say. People, you would do a song with somebody that probably better than you as far as like fan base or got more followers or whatever, probably different higher position on the dead homies. Then, like you said, that song might stamp you. But on the dead homies, like I said, they're not a genuine person, and that's somebody gonna double back around, and you don't need trophied up because of me. You don't need because of me. So instead of like going through that type of shit, you rather trophy up yourself and get on the same type of level with that person. So when y'all do a song with each other, it'll be like a favor for a favorite thing. I got you fans, you got me fans, we got a bigger bag together. We did this shit together before.
Man, I ain't never seen this, man. I respect him even more. Nigga, why the fuck would I go to a no jumper or anything, any other platform to say I made you? Hell no. To hear those words is a great, you got to feel some type of way somebody tell you some shit like that, especially if they helped you get in the dough and then you boom more than them, you going to really feel that. So to avoid that whole thing, he said exactly what I just told y'all today. Hell no, I ain't going to no jumper. Hell no, I don't need no motherfucking white boy help to get me on and get me on to the feds. Because once you go on no jumper, the feds is going to know your name. They got the episodes, everything. The whole federal court building knows no jumper now. It's a lot of podcasts out on the internet, but no jumper for show. I'll say it, for shit show is one of the federal places. That's why I was like, Jefe, don't matter what the checks say. As long as the feds pay, I'm on my way. And Jefe, don't matter what the checks say. Don't cost you nothing to press that button. 911's the dial. I'll get your file. Say Less Moments TV. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm on all these niggas.
You did me a favor, because at the end of the day, I know how to wait my turn, cuz, trophy up at my page, cuz, so I get where I get. There, homies, I've been trophying up every month, cuz, every shit I'm progressing, cuz, so.
You want it to happen organically?
Yeah, I want to happen organically type shit. I don't want to even if like, you know, on the day I'm like a super big like artist, like what's the like, I'm like, damn, like, man, hell no, cause I don't know. I mean, it depends though, cause I don't know, cause. But it's like, I don't know, when I do a song, I want people to be like, who is that? Yeah, I want people to be like, all right, damn, like, oh.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay
Cam.
locked in to Cam Capone News.
The only thing about Cam Capone, he talk like he retarded. He talks so slow. Cam
I was watching a
Capone.
clip recently.
This your boy.
4 extras.
Vote.
Seems like 4 extras and X4 are at odds. And there's a lot of rumors going around online.
I don't know if he trademarked the name or incorporated the name. I don't know. I didn't really look
This is
into
Fair
it.
Depot.
Off the bat.
He posted for
Kids,
Big Mom too.
do not go to
Apparently he's been
this
summoned
place.
to the hood for a put off. He said he's not doing
Treat
it.
this place like a trap spot and
You want to clear
smokers.
anything up about that?
Stay away and
There's
tell
a lot
them
of things that are
you
being
don't
said
do
about this.
drugs. Don't say we don't do feds. Just say we don't do drugs. Because No Jumper
Okay, well,
is a clout
is it true that you
chasing drug. Like
trademarked off the
fentanyl
back?
is going to kill you off. And you going to jail.
Okay. Was there a reason for that? No. Okay. That's the only. Okay. Now everything is good between you guys because that's the reports are saying otherwise. You from the same hood. Okay. You from the dark side, I'm from the
Get
dark side.
your big ass out of here.
You both represent Fogies.
Take your ass home.
The bag trophy game.
You too big. You ain't no puppy no more.
You know? Yeah. You in jail. I'm just keeping this shit lit.
Your ass big as hell.
That's right. You know, the internet just always making some shit up because I don't want to go with shit, but that shit we gonna pay attention to. Okay. Off the bat. Come on, player.
Look, he got the Expo rings.
So it kind of
That
goes
shit
back
hard.
to
He shitting on
that
full
annoying that,
extra.
like people try to
Like,
pay
his
you
shit
against
got
other
diamonds.
people. That's what the internet for though. Right. Like I said, the more they talk and the more they do certain shit, the more they stir up shit, the more views go up, the more streams go up, the more that chili go up. Yeah. So keep doing this shit. Put me against somebody else. Put me against Jordan though.
Yeah.
Put me against somebody way.
That's what I said. Who else?
Back and go way
Who else?
faster. Okay. Yeah,
Tell somebody else they don't know me. I know all your favorite podcasters.
Jordan or
They blackballing me, you know. So I do it myself.
Yeah,
I do it myself.
You think we talked a little bit about how obviously your affiliations will
hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Come on, man.
Would you ever do a song with somebody from another section?
Like Munchie. Munchie.
Potentially, yeah. Nah, hell no. Yeah.
He didn't do no song with no ops.
But for maybe just like another a blood set or a Hoover set or anything like that. Hell no, nigga. I'm fucking OG, nigga. Yeah. I never do no song with no OG, nigga. Yeah. Hell no. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. Right. Doing no song with no OG. Okay. I don't give a fuck if it's at the Grammys. Okay. I'm not doing that shit. Sure. Hell no. But like for us, like down we don't beef with all blood. So I was just in the studio with Shabba Ledger, but okay. Us be 36. So like hell yeah, I do a song with like I said, the Bananas. Okay. Like that, we don't beef with all of us. We cool with the Pablos. Right. Yeah. You think? Do you think there's a Kendrick obviously has shed a new light to LA and he's had all these different type of people on his album. Do you think people making songs with each other is somehow going to bring people together? Not necessarily. Yeah. Not necessarily. Music can really. Music only like fix something momentarily. Like you see when you dropped it, everybody out in the city, everybody going crazy and shit like that. But you live in a world where shit go on every day, the shit still spinning, the sun go up, go down, days going on and on, and people forget certain shit, and people go right back to how people is. So shit can only fix shit momentarily, but a lot of shit just got stuck that way. Right. Yeah. Right.
For me, the best rapper ever was Biggie. And that interesting looking building back there about what 28 years ago.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This dude be telling the truth on a
97
lot
he
of
was
stuff,
killed.
man. He
So
be doing his
28
science.
years ago,
I like him more than
he has an
Traveling Ross.
automotive museum.
He'll
That
give
red
you
building
facts.
there. That's where he was gunned down outside of. And of course, that's a big, huge, long story. But it's so interesting and fascinating, even more so in terms of the storyline than Tupac, because we really don't have a good idea at all of what happened, of what led up to Biggie being killed. We really, at least in a Tupac, highly likely it has something to do with Orlando Anderson, right? Probably.
Yo, but Munchie B called me a culture vulture. Hey, oh yeah, Munchie B. He is not your guy.
Why not? He said he's not your guy.
Nah, man.
He said he's not your guy.
Call Munchie, man. He likes me, man. I'll call him. I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, but call Munchie, man. He likes me, man.
I don't know. Listen, bro, I'm telling you, bro, Munchie B loves Flacco, bro.
Does he?
Of course he does, bro. Bro, Munchie is my guy.
Flacco got a CVS bag under his leg with all the medications to keep his diabetic ass, bloodline, high blood pressure, and all the calories he got. Check him out. What does Poetic Flacco got anything to do with hip hop culture? He is pure commentation. He knows nothing, and he will tell.
You're more of a culture vulture than Adam, Wine, and any white person.
Pause.
That's his voicemail.
Hold on, bro. When I heard that, I thought somebody is watching it. It's like, man, bro, you feel me? Like, don't call my dad while y'all on live. Okay.
No, it's a voicemail.
I don't think
he said, don't call my dad for my black number.
What though? So
when he's coming back?
What was the?
What up?
What's the big old deal?
Hey, Mayor Munchie, we live right now, and you're the boy Flacco, the guy. Is Flacco the homie? Because I said that you don't.
Listen,
Flacco.
Come on, I told you, bro. Listen, bro.
Tomatoes.
Munchie not negative, bro. Nigga's my guy. Bro, that's my guy, bro. I told you, bro, that's my guy, my nigga. Yo, come on,
Flacco, my nigga, but Flacco, he you know, he pissed niggas off, bro. And then he Oreo.
Yeah, come on, man. Well, sometimes.
He called Flacco an Oreo.
Hey, but hold on.
Munchie just called Flacco an Oreo.
You can't say Munchie B, P Nice, Brick Baby, and then talk the way you talk, bro.
Yeah.
But that's why he called you a culture
wishing
vulture.
death on gang members' moms. No.
Yeah, hold on.
I said niggas who's in crime. Munchie B is a law-abiding taxpaying citizen now.
Okay, but I believe that Brick Baby's innocent, but look what he in jail for. So what do you got to say about Brick Baby? That's your boy, right?
Again, if Brick is found guilty, right? You feel me? You know, we have to.
Guilty. That still supposed to be your boy, though.
I'll be real, bro.
You're waiting on the bird to determine your friendship? That's gay.
No, I'll be real, bro. Brick my nigga right now because he hasn't been found guilty of the, of the kid with the.
Sounds crazy. The weirdo, the GBO weirdo. Why was you crazy? And why platform for being a clout chaser? Somehow he blessed on this person, that person.
Damn, you even Gaston Brobs, bro?
Again,
that's crazy.
I walked into a clubhouse room where they was calling him a buster, and I'm like, hold on. This nigga can't be a buster if he shot at somebody on camera.
Literally a buster.
He was praising him, bro.
Nah, no. What I said was
scary niggas shoot guns.
He's not a buster.
He shot the gun.
Hey, I always say,
how you not a buster though,
bro? He said because he shot a gun. Munchie, tell this nigga, scary nigga shoot first, gang.
Hey, listen. That hoodie he banging is made up. He don't even have no enemies. He's picking people to go at every day and just trolling them. So how is he not a buster? I want to know that.
I seen on Instagram Live some dude talking shit.
Crips. He said GBO
and he
blood.
pulled up on a nigga Munchie and shot him or shot at him on IG Live. I'm
Scary
saying
niggas shoot
a nigga like that ain't no buster Munchie. Like he shot a nigga on IG Live.
You're characterizing
I'm
it.
trying to tell you, scary niggas shoot first.
Hey, look. I'm saying, you're a controversial, bro. You can't platform people like that and then say,
Yeah.
what are you going to do for it? I'm telling you.
No. And look, right? So look, again, when he tells me, yo, bro, I really killed this guy, and right, again, I'm assuming that he's just capping, and I'm trying to have the conversation to change him, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to change him.
No, you got saying he's the most polarizing person on the internet.
No, he's not. We all hate him. Nobody likes him.
Nah, some people love him and some people hate him, bro.
Who loves him? Really?
No, I don't think nobody loves him.
Right?
Look, all right, let me ask you
You're
something. How much respect do you got for Nick?
A lot.
Facts.
Okay, so you know he disrespected his mural and then disrespected his burial site, right?
Sure did.
I did not know that, but I think he apologized, right?
And that's why I don't
but
fuck
what would
with
make
him
you do
too.
that to a person you never had an issue with in the first place? He don't know Nipsey. Nipsey don't know him.
No, that's wrong.
Flacco just lied. He said, I don't know that, but I think he apologized. So
listen,
did you
listen,
know
he's
it or
100%
not? Because
wrong
if
for
he
that.
apologized,
I
do you
don't
know about
that.
it?
I don't co-sign that. I'm trying to change the nigga by talking to him.
Just like loose cannon. Lying for content.
Hey, bro, you praising him, bro.
Listen.
Praising
Not praising. What I said was, it's hard for me to see why y'all are calling this kid a buster when he's popping niggas on live.
You gotta come when it matters. It's busters too, right? Because they come to your hood and take pictures when you know everybody in the house and they sleep. But he's the biggest buster. But see, I don't want him trolling me, so I'm trying not to even like.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is Flacco with this big ass platform last Monday, 15 million views, and go give them a platform, and he just want to talk shit and then get hit the streets again and tagging people walls that he don't beef with it, like weird shit, bro.
Oh, okay. Wait. Right. So look, bro. I definitely understand that part, right? But my intention to do it though was to have therapy with the kid, right? For me, was to really like say, yo, bro, this is not cool. Here's why you need to change. You feel me? And try to change his life, right? It's not gonna be
So you're baiting him into talking to you, basically. Is what you're saying.
No, I told him that.
This man gets up and he write on walls.
Yeah.
He on a beef with 60s or he went. Was that him or the other one that went to?
I think it was the other guy, the Takers guy.
Who? Boy?
All of them is crazy, bro. They don't beef, but they kicking off like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't say kick it off because we don't know where to find them. Man. You just can't go to Lakewood and find this man.
He said you can't just go to
crazy.
Lakewood and find this man.
Hey, no, bro.
That nigga talking shit about being in Lakewood. That nigga in Canoga Park.
I'm here to be platforming weirdos, bums, and cop chasers.
No, hey, listen, right? Hey, right? Listen, bro, right? Bro, you're not wrong, okay? I just thought, bro, that I could change the nigga, bro.
Flacco, who are you?
You can't change me. You can never change that.
Flacco said I was gonna change that man.
Hey,
Dr. Phil on me ass. Dr. Phil on me ass.
What he
deflected on? Dr. Phil.
Because he deflected on the fact that like you were telling him what you felt was vulturistic about him.
And I told Joe before, bro, Munchie is my nigga. He has his opinion on what you said, right? I'm saying, listen, bro, okay? When I do certain things, why I'll say, yo, I quit Munchie, and P Nice is because listen, these are people who I think has had a past and they have changed their life around with they're a positive, they're productive.
Okay.
Okay.
No, check this out.
Here we go with that academics.
Hypothetically, right?
Here we go with academics.
One of those guys that you mentioned, right? That you hold in high regard, that's a friend of yours, that's a gang member.
Yeah.
Let's say something from their past let's say they get accused of a crime
Sure.
and wind up getting caught up and convicted of that shit.
Sure.
You still gonna say like you quit them or
again,
because
why did somebody
go
get
to
convicted
jail.
of a crime
Yeah.
that like negate your friendship?
correct.
If a nigga ain't touch no kids or something, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm not about to stop killing a nigga that did a crime.
No, wait, right?
Not towards you.
No,
Man.
my stance will be though, yeah, that nigga deserves to be locked up for that crime. And once he gets out now, we will see if he's committed to like changing his life. And if he doesn't change his life, then yeah, bro.
I've never met someone more full of shit in my entire life.
What though?
You are so full of shit, dog.
I've always said fuck niggas doing crime much for me. Right here,
So insincere, it's insane.
Somebody go to jail don't make them guilty either though. So
Facts. People get convicted of crime they didn't do all the time.
Well, if you get found guilty, bro, we gotta just
No, we
What do you
don't.
mean we got it,
No, we
Jess?
don't.
What?
No, we don't. Hell no.
Homies that's in the pen and they didn't do it.
Right.
They just wasn't going to snap.
Hey, listen, sure, but right now, again, like the court system is the best tool we have right now to
Best tool.
determine guilt.
He said
right?
the best
Because
tool.
again, without the
It's
court
not the
system,
best, it's the
without a
only.
trial, how do we determine guilt?
It's not the best. It's the only.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. What about you taking Sassy Badass to academics? That nigga don't take care of none of his kids, bro.
Yeah.
His kid, and look, his baby mama
Yeah.
and his daughters is in a shelter in New York,
Damn.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you platform niggas like that.
You know what he's talking about too.
Okay.
Hold on, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot to let you read this text thread.
Yeah.
Look, hold on, I'm gonna say it now. Bro, Snoopy Badass tried to reach out to my first baby mama, right?
Okay.
And have her interview or do a podcast, bro. Somebody giving her money, bro. And me and her not even cool like that. She's not gonna do it, bro.
Wait, is this retaliation for Tania?
Okay.
You gotta ask him, but look.
That's what it sounds like. Yo, he's, by the way, Munchie.
They're looking kind of good right now. They're looking kind of good, though.
She do look good, but you
I'm not gonna lie to you like
But you see how maniacal Munchie is? Munchie said, hey, she's staying in a shelter in New York. Because you know.
Boy, she thick as fuck right now. Her ass is poking out, man. Her skin.
But he gonna save her.
It's crazy because she
He gonna save her.
for free vacations.
Flacco gonna look her up and get her in the DM.
It's just let's talking.
I look on Bloods. I look on the dead homies. Her head is bracky. I stand on it. I want to call her.
Yeah, please.
I mean, you could.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man. Okay.
Oh
shit. We got an exclusive. We got an.
She hot right now. I ain't gonna lie.
She doing good. She doing good.
You seriously? Boy, she thick as a motherfucker now.
Molasses. That's a post pregnancy. That post
Then
pregnancy.
he said, ugh.
Yeah,
Flacco gonna pay.
If she gets that back,
he gonna get on the other phone and go pay.
me.
Look, he finna look her up right now.
They gonna call my baby mama on Bloods. My baby mama's on. I ain't gonna fight, nigga, on the dead homies because they know I'm a good dad. That's the difference.
Okay.
Not bad. She never looked bad, bro.
She was never ugly.
Yeah.
Well, she hot right now. Hot now.
She was never ugly. She just an airhead.
Yeah, she's always been. I mean, this is.
He said she was never ugly. She just an airhead.
Respectfully, the woman that sang "God Send Me a Hoodster" This is the vocalist on "God Send Me a Hoodster" from the 55th Street Gang by Critback. Just to put it out there, just for the people that don't realize.
God send me a hoodster.
That's her on the hook of that record.
Hey, but she can get like $100 from man. Look,
Nah, he ain't kidding.
Nah, man.
They doing too much bullshit. Expo, the day he got locked up on Hood Day. They said that big old probation officer, this big one right here, this one right here that got him, he's known for the 40s. He a lot of they big homies probation officer. or past probation officer. So that big dude that's right there by 4 Extra, he lock up all the 40s.
Free 4 Extra, man.
That's him.
Free 4 Extra.
That's the probation officer right there. He get a parole officer. He assigned to the 40s. Right there. And then they said his name. He said, whoop-de-whoop, why you doing this? That's him. That's the probation parole officer that lock up all the 40s. They all know him. Just in case y'all didn't know. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Look at his face. That's him. That's him. And there's more 40s on parole that ain't on ankle things. So when they seen him, they got low. Not just 4 Extras. So this behind the scenes, Neptune the Goon. His homies, a lot of them have him as a parole officer. But when they seen him, they got low. 4 Extra is the only one with an ankle monitor. So he know where he at.
So there was some tension that was brewing up. There were questions about certain things. And yeah, let's go ahead and check out what Dream 4 and Never Living Like Boring got to say.
What's happening? It's your boy Dream 4, Never Living Like Boring. Now, X4 is currently being locked up right now for some serious charges. That is the reason why he wasn't able to attend his hood day 410. But he was at attendance of his other hood day, which is the park, which is the 4-7 day. But right now, he's being housed, allegedly, in a California jail due to some robbery charges that he allegedly committed. It's a little ironic that he got arrested before his hood day, which is 410 day, and then that's when 4 Extra get arrested at his actual hood day. It's just crazy. But a lot of people want to know and get some questions figured out on where they bump heads and they will actually be attending the same hood day. But unfortunately, people won't be able to get those questions answered due to the fact that X4 is locked up and 4 Extras is locked up. But yeah, free X4 and free 4 Extras, man. They homies, so they gonna figure it out. But until next time, it's your boy Dream 4, Never Living Like Boring.
He's a man taking care of his family, his kids, cuz.
I don't have kids.
You fucked up the whole video. Keep the video.
Now look, off the back immediately, let's just get this out the way. If 4 Extras and X4 fight, it don't need to be said about who won, who lost. It
don't even matter.
Like that on me. It don't even need to be said that they actually squabbled. In my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you
They from the
why.
same hood. It don't matter who won.
4 Extras.
It really don't.
More
That's what I said with Bosco. Stop
than
being
what
scary.
people Give him, right?
Scary
and what I
ass
mean
nigga,
is
I'm a
this.
flu flam your ass.
I think him going to his hood day and getting arrested is genius. Some of y'all gonna be like, nah, bro, that's
he
not
get off
genius.
parole.
That's not genius. He know as well as I know that, bro, this gonna be his last time in jail.
Yeah, he get off
Don't
parole.
smoke, you don't drink, you don't see him doing nothing stupid. He know how to operate, he know how to maneuver. So there's that. Then you got X4. X4 has an aura that's kind of mysterious, a slight way sneaky. Like you don't know if he really can throw them things, if he'll stab you or if he'll shoot you. And I'm not saying he'll do any of that. I don't know. But I will say this. I know who gave Dream 4 that information and stuff like that. I didn't reach out to them because I don't think he would have lied anyways. But the reason why I say it don't need to come out if they do squabble, if they do get out, because it's going to make the unity that 4 Extras was talking about look bad. Now, is there homie squabbles and everything like that? Of course. Are they hood day squabbles and everything like that? Of course. Filming don't happen.
That's what I said.
Discussing on the internet don't happen.
How is ODM Slim
And
gonna
really,
get DP
it don't matter
and
if
somebody
you win or
filmed it?
lose.
Use a mark.
Internet doesn't understand that part.
Whoever took that
See, it's
video,
not about if you
they should have got DP
fight
so
and you
bad,
take an L.
they
It's
took that
how you
shit
take
down
an L
off the
if
internet.
You do take an L. Because in one instance, you fight with your head down on your Island Boy stuff. You might get marked out. You might get put off. You know what I'm saying? Or you might got to run a couple of fades until you get it right. And the reason why...
He said until you get it right. Like pick your head up, catch a real one.
It's because if you get caught out of bounds and it's like 2 or 3 people that's on you, you're going to have to fight. People want to know that if it go down and it's just you and your compadre versus whomever, that you got the heart to stand up and fight. It's not about the running away. It's about what you do when it's time for you to do what you need to do. That being said, the 40s got a good look right now. They up. Dirty 6 was just on Kendrick Lamar's album, Shout Out. It's actually my favorite song in there. In the cut, like Joker, Harley Quinn up in the cut with a blower. Get spooky every day. It's October. Anyways, I'm not even finna do all that. They have the ability right now to enterprise and to get their bread on social media. For extras, damn near viral, something you gotta watch every single time. X4 still finding his lane and still can make with music. You're stronger together.
Yeah, bringing
way
you out
stronger.
and you out.
And I know, I see Spotty Face doing interviews and everything, and he got whatever grievances he has and all that. And I get it. I get it. But at the same time, bro, we just seen what just happened up the road. How people get on podcasts saying certain things, and the next thing you know, everybody getting wiped out the way.
Yep.
There's one thing that I said years ago. It's catching on now.
No jumper.
The Olympics about to be in LA. Bro, they about to clean up the streets.
Oh, yeah.
They finna start harassing people to the point where they want to start writing tickets.
Yeah,
they want to start doing everything that they can to arrest everybody and keep them in there for a year or two.
The Olympics. Damn, I forgot the Olympics is here.
I understand.
That's fucked up.
More than what a lot of people will put out there for y'all. And I know how to put it out there specifically for y'all. They got to make LA look great. They can't make it look like a third world country. They're going to watch how amazing they get rid of the homeless problem. It's going to be ridiculous. I seen this stuff happen where I grew up at in Sac, bro. It used to be, it's a street called Western. On the back, right? It's a levee, right? And we had, when I went up there, I think 2-3 years ago, bro, was a whole entire homeless encampment there. Next thing you know, certain people start running for office. Certain promises was made. Certain policies got enacted. And next thing you know, boom, they were gone. LA got Skid Row, got a real homeless problem. If you've ever been to LA, let me tell y'all, it's dirty, it's dusty, there's homeless people everywhere, bro.
Smell like pee.
Horrific.
It just smell like pee, doo-doo, and some more shit.
And at the same time,
I be gagging when I'm down there.
Come visit.
My
still
mom
want to go shop. Still want
like,
to go to these places. You think that the police don't know what a $2 billion, $2 billion a year? You heard that right. $2 billion a year budget. It's on and cracking right now. And the best thing that you can do with that spotlight that's being there is learning how to get some of that spotlight on you so you can cash in. And one thing that can't happen is it should not be a war internal that is spilling out external. Do you always have homies that don't get along and cliques and all that? That exists everywhere in America. Before actually being a person that he's been saying he has been and not speaking on certain things, not doing certain things, bruh, it's time. It's time for you to put that stuff straight to the test. So, hey, man, hopefully it's some BS, probably like some cameraman stuff, like, oh, he said it too. I don't know, man. But I hope X4 get out and do his thing and continue on and charges get dropped and they can continue on to do their thing because these moments, they don't last that long. I know what y'all thinking. Yeah, bro, because remember when C-Mac used to be on No Jumper, bro, the views used to be going up. We like C-Mac 55th Street. You know what they do? They brought in Brick.
Yep.
Now, Brick gone. They brought in 4 Extra.
I told y'all.
You can always be replaced, and that's the biggest thing. So it's best that people learn to stay in place so that nobody can mess it up.
Yep.
But hey, who knows, man? hopefully they smart enough, which they do strike me as being smart enough to get over this BS. But if they squabble and it's bad, that might be the end of somebody else's career. Because if X4 can get the best of 4 extras, then the myth, the gravitas, the
off the bat
man story that he has, it won't be perceived as well. If X4 get whooped out, then it goes to
mysterious
X just a whole gorilla, but we can't rock with X4 because, you know, he was talking like, you know, he was doing that, like, don't judge a book by its cover, but also judge this book by its cover because of all them damn tattoos. So if they do get down, I hope it never comes out. I hope it's only said, man, they had words, they got a solid understanding and all that. I don't want to hear that it was a fight. And if it is a fight, which more than likely it will be, that nobody talks about who the victor was. Keep that in-house, internal, and don't let it get to nobody, because if it does happen, it will get out.
This new Brick Baby paperwork proves that Brick Baby is in a whole lot more trouble than I originally thought. See, Brick Baby has court tomorrow where he's pushing for the judge to grant him bond. But the state is against Brick Baby getting bond, and they've released their official response to Brick Baby's bond package. Now, in this document that they released, it is explosive. The state apparently makes it clear, bro, that they're not done investigating Brick Baby. The only reason Brick Baby is currently in custody is because they feel like Brick Baby is a flight risk. So they want him in jail as they investigate more crimes. Before we get into this, I just want to say that these are accusations. Brick Baby is innocent until proven guilty. So what I'm about to cover in this document shouldn't be an indictment on Brick Baby's character until Brick Baby goes through the court process. But these accusations are horrible. The fans will start off by saying they don't believe that Brick Baby deserves bond because Brick Baby is committed to a life of crime. And they will say, even during this entire investigation over the last 2 years, Brick Baby has shown an inability to live a life without crime, even after his initial arrest. So get this, the initial incident that caused the feds to raid Brick Baby's house in 2023, where they located an AK-47 and ammunition that put Brick Baby on their radar, was when they got Brick Baby on camera in July of 2022, letting off 3 shots in a public business parking lot. But get this, he's letting off 3 shots to ward off people who was trying to rob him. I get a felon being in possession of a firearm is bad and everything, but if this man warded off armed robbers, people coming to rob him with guns, he can't use a gun to protect himself. Now, I understand felon being in possession of a firearm, but at that point, it's life and death, man. So for them to use this incident to raid his home, to me, is some nasty work. The feds is using 3 bases to deny Brick Baby bond. 1, criminal history. 2, his conduct at No Jumper and what was captured on camera and what was captured in the wiretaps where Brick Baby is admitting to certain things that took place inside of his home. Now, for No Jumper, the feds will say that after law enforcement seized weapons and arrested Brick Baby, he continued undeterred. In March of 2024, Brick Baby erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possessing a firearm during the incident. The moment that they're referring to is Brick Baby's infamous Put Kill Squad in the Street video on his podcast. At the moment, Brick Baby was going through a lot of inner politics within his gang. People felt like he let DW Flame say a derogatory word, referring to their particular gang. So people from his gang was pulling up to No Jumper, trying to check him for it. People online was trying to press him for it. DW Flame was still there. They had inner conflict because Brick Baby was on phones, this and DW Flame. So the stress got to Brick Baby and he snapped. And when he got on No Jumper, he said this.
If you nigga underlying conditions, nigga, on West Side over, say that, nigga. Because y'all know what it is, nigga.
Look at Barry Gordy. Look at young Barry Gordy crying in the goddamn laundry room in fucking Long Beach. I put kill squad on you niggas, man.
I'm 6'0", nigga. Give a fuck about none of that, nigga.
Cause the fans is watching, nigga. I got the wire on me right now, nigga. You got me fucked up on 6-0.
On 6-0, and this is my homeboy, nigga. On the hood. And whatever me and my homeboy gotta go through, nigga, to clear what we gotta clear, nigga, on 6-0, he gonna always be
If
my
I was
homeboy.
DW, I would be like, hey, I don't know you. I just come to work. Nigga, you ain't my homie. God bless.
My name, nigga, putting kill squad in the street. On 6-0. Y'all forgot I had chili, nigga. Nigga. On 6-0, nigga.
Oh, you got chili?
Go look up, nigga.
Chili on your hot dog. That's what you got. You got chili on your hot dog.
Too much. Don't give him too much.
Content.
I
don't give that.
You gotta run the content.
Bro, I'm the boogeyman.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That's when he go to jail, gang. That's when he went to jail, gang. That's the the boogie bag.
You niggas do shit on camera. But it's over with. I ain't finna keep going
On
up,
6-0.
But the energy is what it is, cuz. And on the dead, I'm gonna send the link to cuz. On the dead, I'm gonna be outside, nigga. Play that shit back, nigga. On that seat, nigga. On hood, they gonna be calling your ass little Draco, nigga. Dead homies, and it is what it is. You niggas.
And it's kill squad.
Dead homies, nigga. And the nigga posted the other shit about me and a blick. Nigga, cop ass whack, bitch. Nigga in the hood calling me Mr. AK-47. Bitch got open cases, nigga. Stop playing with me, cuz. On the dead,
On the dead,
I ain't leaving my kids for nothing, nigga.
No, nigga.
That crash out clip got 1 million views on YouTube. But if you could ask Brick Baby right now to go back in time, and he knows it's gonna do 1 million views, he won't do it, bro. He won't do it. He won't. Yo, it wasn't worth it, bro. Him putting Kill Squad in the streets, him fighting the security guard, him doing certain things, even admitting he had a gun when he went to the security guard, right? And and he would have
put Kill Squad in the streets, nigga. So you see my veins popping out my head, nigga.
Dude, this is all ammunition for the feds, and the feds were just watching, sitting back because they arrested Brick Baby in June of 2023.
Brick is the trick,
but they declined to really press charges because they were just waiting. And they gathered for 2 years. Watch Brick Baby on these podcasts every episode, just waiting for him to say or do something that they can capture. This is insane. Now, the feds will also point out the fact that Brick Baby had a gun on him the day before he got arrested. So during the podcast with him and Loose Cannon, the feds will post a clip of Brick Baby having a gun on him during the podcast a day before his arrest.
They heavily dictated the stream. The Yummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact. We had some good fun, good clean fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns, like the bricks and all this shit look a little different?
You really feel like that?
Yeah.
You said Camper was the one that
Brick Baby purposely doing this. It felt like he wanted Loose Cannon to see it. Because if you guys don't know, this is the first time Loose Cannon and Brick Baby sat down on camera after beefing online for what would seem like eternity, but realistically like a year or two. So when he reaches his arm up, he wanted Loose Cannon to see he got it on him, so don't try nothing. This was not a smart move. So now the feds is essentially going to court today and telling the judge, look at his podcast etiquette. The day before we arrested him for this particular federal case he's fighting, he had a gun on him on public for everybody to see. This is not somebody who's reformed. That's going to be their argument. Now, the feds will also provide wiretaps. Now, in these wiretaps, bro, they painted Brick Baby like a monster. This was all captured on wiretaps, according to the feds. They will say June 20, 2023, a second person accused Brick Baby of pointing a gun at them. That person was his baby mama, KC. Now, KC would say, you pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your BI. Brick Baby will respond back according to the feds, I don't give a F, ninja. I don't give a F, B, ever since I've been with you. The following day, it was also caught on wiretap, Brick Baby and Casey having an argument about picking up his daughter. Now, the wiretaps will say that Brick Baby will tell Casey, take the effing baby outside, you stupid B. You sit in the house all day, you dumb hoe. Casey will respond back, you effed up my leg, and that he was the one who hit on people. And she will say she could not walk or drive because Brick Baby effed up her leg. Brick will respond back according to the feds, man, on 6-0. Shut the F up, B. I just told you. Ninja, you keep playing with a ninja. You just want to see a ninja. On February 20th, 2023, Brick Baby was stated on wiretap that he did not respect the elders in the gang and he will pop anyone on 6-0. On March 6th of 2023, Brick Baby was caught on wiretap talking to his mom, who is botting him out. And found the mother of his child outside. So he was on the phone, pulling up to the house, and when he got to the house, the mother of his child was outside. Now, he told his mom that the mother of his child was in gangland and wanted to expire early. So, they say Brick Baby is talking in code because at this time, he kind of understands that he's being recorded or, his phone is wiretapped. Now, defendant asked the mother of his child, so Brick asked the mother of his child if she wanted to die in front of her son on 6-0. As defendant mother, so Brick's mom is screaming at him.
You're talking too much.
Daily news, man. Daily news, man. Today, man, we coming straight out of Los Angeles, California. We gonna be talking about 03 Greedo, man. Man. It got real tricky, man, in the grape streets, man. So, a couple weeks ago, grape streets, it's been in the air, man, like, okay, somebody's chain got took over here. Somebody's whole kit got took over here. You feel me? So it's like, ooh-wee. You feel me? So it's like, it could get real slimy.
Somebody chain.
I've been at the wheel. Probably like almost a month now. You feel me?
Good lead in the field.
It was in Grape Street, and I didn't know how the politics work. I mind my business. If it ain't public, I mind my business. You hear me?
Way up in traffic.
Man,
let us sleep at the wheel. Let
it
up in
traffic. That was up in the blogs.
Push lead in
that
the
was in that good blog, bro. And like I said, it's been rumors that he got 03 Greedo chain. Now, like I said, it ain't public, so it wasn't for me to really speak on it, because if you speak on stuff when, people ain't really trying to get it out there, that's how issues can come about, you feel me? But guess what, man? It's public records now. One of the grape streets, the YNs, man.
Ooh-wee.
They post 03 Greedo chain, his watch, his ring, his whole
kit.
Oh my God.
Lord Jesus.
I ain't did daily news in a very long time. I'm the first person with this. Don't nobody know about this. I don't want to hear
the YNs.
No jumpers.
Look.
No LA
he came through.
No,
y'all know I have props, huh? Because I'm like that.
But DC Baby Draco.
Hey.
Like I said, man.
Hey, 03. Hey, check it out.
I didn't know about this.
Hey, check it out, fool. Hey, check it out. The homie said they need to repo your shit, gang. No, fuck all that. You don't need to know who it is.
And I did.
Come about everything. We already know you got everything.
It's been brought to my attention.
It's that easy.
Why
would you be in the hood and you got all that on?
Posted 03.
Now this is a real one. This is a real one. See? It's a real one.
Oh my
God. The real Halloween ones. I got 4 of them.
Hallelujah, Jesus. Man, we blessed 03.
That quick.
Oh my God.
God damn, I got rich that quick.
It's been brought to my attention, right? His whole kit wasn't took because he was snitching or allegations on his name or things of that nature. The reason why 03 Greedo chains was snatched and took and repossessed, oh my God, was because he don't look out for his people and he don't give back to his community. He don't pop out. He don't show love no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, if you gonna claim Grape Street, you know, and you gonna represent Grape Street, man, you gotta give back to the community, you hear me? So it's like, we gonna shut down that narrative right now. He didn't get smutted out or his chains took because of allegations. The reason why 03 Greedo got his chains took is because he did not give back to his community and looking out for his people, man. And, you know, I could understand that.
Hey,
especially
hey, 03.
from LA.
Hey, check it out, gang.
Somebody said.
Hey, 03. Hey, look, bro.
Gang banging somebody set, man.
Slide that chain this
Man,
way,
listen,
gang.
you gotta give
Nah.
You got
Look,
to, bro.
ain't no looking around, gang.
If you claim
slide the
gang,
goddamn
if you claim
the whole shit, gang, or we gonna blow you down.
YNs need a piece of it.
Thank
Come
you.
on, man.
Good looking out.
So it's like,
good looking
like
out,
I said,
gang.
man, I wasn't really gonna speak
All
on
right.
it.
Well, holla
It
at
wasn't
you.
nothing
On great.
for me to speak on.
On Peter
like I
Road.
said, don't nobody know about this.
You thought that was the only mask I had?
I'm breaking the news
Nigga,
right
I
now.
got 4 of them.
I'm the voice of the streets. And you know what? This is what we gonna do, man. I'm gonna pull up on the dude himself that took 03 Greedo chains.
Ooh-wee.
It might be hard though.
Ooh-wee.
We gonna see if Draco can get that exclusive interview after this, man. Wow. This is crazy. Not thugged out. We don't want to bring the bloods and the guns out. All my niggas thugged out, thugged out, thugged out. We thugged out, thugged out, thugged out. We thugged out, thugged out, thugged out, thugged out, thugged out, thugged out, thugged out. Oh my.
He's sagging this nigga, man. 03 Greedo. He said it at the same time.
They tried to sweep it underneath the rug for a minute. They tried to, man. But now it's like, man, they tired, man. Them YNs ready to eat, man. Them YNs tripping out here, man. Listen, if you gangbanging in LA, man, you gangbanging somebody.
Look, this how I would have did him.
Give back.
I'm gonna show him the OG way.
That you
what?
Representing, bro.
You said
Well,
what?
This is gonna be the consequences, man.
What?
Now, this is crazy.
03. Hey, 03. Really slide that, gang.
Now, I'm
on great.
Find
on great. Slide that. You ain't looking out for the homies, gang.
You know?
Yeah, that's how they did it.
Instagram on there.
Yeah. This is my regular beanies, though. You know?
Instagram.
Neptune Lagoon.
In the description.
This is my regular beanies.
You feel me?
Feel me? Y'all ain't even notice, huh? Y'all ain't even notice. Y'all was like, oh, you got holes in this shit, huh? Yeah, all right, nigga.
Bro, y'all heard it first from DC Baby Draco. 03 Greedo chains, his whole kit, his watch, ring, chain, everything. It has been officially repoed, man. Them YNs out there tripping. Come on, man. This ain't checkers, man. It's chess, man. You know? You gotta start giving back by the community. This shit get real, brother. Oh, my mother, brother, this shit get real, man. I know 03 Greedo's sick right now. I know. No, he ain't sick right now. He been sick. You hear me? He been sick. It's just now the YNs is fed up. And you know, they like, man, enough with that sweeping it underneath the rug, man. I'm gonna let it be known. Bro, let it be known. He literally just posted probably like 15 minutes ago, bro. Now, I'm gonna post it. It's late night too. It's 9:41 p.m. We're gonna see how quick I can upload this thing, man. Wow. This is crazy. Follow me on Instagram, man. DC Baby Drake 05, man. TikTok, DC Baby Drake 03. Subscribe, like, comment, share, man. And like I said, I'm gonna try to.
GBO Gaston, you better check him out. LA's top op, you better check him out.
You already know what's going on. Hey, we here to talk about that snake, man. Hey, snake.
Hey, so a lot of people,
this nigga always laughing.
They ain't feeling me linking up with you. They like, well, he dissed Nipsey Hussle on whoopie woo woo. Why you rocking with bro? Whoopie woo woo. I'm like, bro, I don't choose sides and I don't do none of that. You feel me? So that ain't got nothing to do with me. You feel me? And you know, I don't be into politics. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. I'm here to get your side type shit. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, but I really ain't diss Nipsey. I really ain't diss Nipsey since that live when I said I shot him. But I already apologized for all that. I really ain't, like, recently I really ain't diss Nipsey. I ain't say nothing about
said
Nipsey.
when I said I shot him.
It was about Draco. All I said was things ain't slide. Where they dead from me. They know exactly who killed him. They ain't slide. That's the only thing I said. That's the only thing I said. But anything about Nipsey, I ain't say nothing about Nipsey. I ain't been to the shows. I ain't done nothing. All I've been doing is going after Rick, baby. That's the only thing. I ain't say nothing about Nipsey.
For sure.
Rick
and,
is
know,
the trick.
Bruh, since the last interview, you know, it's been hella snake stuff going on, bro. Can you speak on that? What have I been seeing on the internet?
I got snake, bro. I got snake by somebody I was hanging with. Y'all know, GBO Gaston.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Whatever. We was linked up. He was at the last interview. He was at the last interview. He was telling me what to say, kind of like, nah, don't say this, don't say that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of that no more. I'm saying whatever. AB, you snaked me. You know what you did. I got the voicemails right here.
Oh, man.
I got the voicemails right here.
Hold on, so what do the voicemails say though? Was it before he snaked you?
Yeah, just before. This before he snaked me. I'm finna play it. This before he snaked me. Look.
I wasn't trying to do that. Like, around, like, that's
picking him up right now.
That was you weird. I'm gonna take care of the ticket.
And this on the first.
Yeah, nowhere. We don't know. You don't know. You don't believe somewhere. It's like back to what I'm not gonna be because I'm gonna be nowhere.
They already talked about it. I'm not gonna be because of leave him nowhere. That's April 1st. That's before this thing happened. So they already had this plan. They had me in a car. They had child lock. They took the phone. They did weird shit, bro. They did all that. They did have the weird shit. They had me in a car. I was eating my Louisiana food. Bro, I was eating my Louisiana food, bro. I was just chilling, bro. You can see in the front of the video, I was like, oh, what's going on? Cause I'm like, what's going on? You talking about Grammys? I'm like, what's going on? They on the freeway, they driving. I know everybody was in the car, bro. That's weird shit.
Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie, the way it looked like you start smiling like you thought they was playing or something.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke at first. I'm laughing, I'm smiling, because DD's supposed to be my homie. Like, he was cool with. He said, DD, all that. He got songs with AB, all that, and I shouldn't have did none of that because he was snitch. He got paperwork.
Whoa.
He ratted. That case we got, the kidnapping case, he ratted.
Whoa.
He sell at the scene, all that.
Whoa.
I'm finna get the paperwork for that too.
Wow. So.
Come on, bro. That's
think that he even did all of that though. Like
he did. I know exactly why he did. He did because he can't with me. He jealous, bro. He see on Instagram going up. He like, damn.
He said, see it on Instagram. He see I'm going up.
That's why.
He did cloud chasing, bitch.
Because you went to Draco grade. First off, I never did Draco. All I said was they didn't slide. Second off, you don't even know Draco. Draco not your homie. Like you know him or something. And then he talking about, oh, that's supposed to be a DP. Are we from the same set? Are we from the same hood or something? What do you mean it's supposed to be a DP? And then if it's a DP don't get recorded.
Oh, mama, I was just gonna say
that. What? Bro, DP don't say.
Man, that's the second person today that said DPs don't get recorded. And ODM Slim got his DP recorded. Get your ass out of here.
I was listening to it, but I didn't really know what they was talking about.
Just like Crit Mac, disrespecting you by recording it.
He had the car on child lock, all that. He had his homie on that side. Then he turned around. Bro, it's what it is. He did snake shit. He not a real homie.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like the dude that was next to you, where he was having a hard time with the Minecraft GBO gas.
Hey,
he said the Minecraft.
They say Minecraft, GBO, all that. Bro, you was in the backseat. Why you didn't kill me? Why you beat me up?
He said, why you didn't kill me?
For one dude.
He playing.
No, let the homie go. Let the homie not let nobody go.
They kidnapped his ass.
Not let nobody go.
I couldn't believe they kidnapped.
That's what I seen too. It was like, oh yeah, GBO running, but y'all was just in the car, trying to manhandle him, and y'all didn't do nothing. So it's like, what else was y'all gonna do? Y'all was just in the car with him. So what are you talking about? Why you ran?
Yeah, man.
Because you know, only that part going viral.
What?
The running part. You know, the people trying to make fun of the running part.
Nah, it's the part that's going viral is me in the car, him grabbing me and stuff like that. Bro, first off, I'm gassed up, bro. I don't even know what's going on, bro. I'm out of my mind. I'm high. I don't know what's going on. I just finished my Louisiana, bro. I'm cooling in the car. I'm thinking we going to the studio. He made me go to the studio. Bro, the song he got right now, that bounce out, whatever, I mixed that. I helped him with his rap shit. I helped him with all the rap shit. I'm the one that helped him with that song, bro. I mixed that song. I engineered it, all that, bro. I helped him, bro, record that song, bro. So that's why I feel like people are jealous too, bro, because of that. Because I engineered the song.
So was that really the only crew that you was really cool with?
Nah, that's not the only crew I was cool with. That's one of the people over the years that I was cool with, but now
GBO gas. Where the fuck is your hood at?
It's not the first time he snaked me, bro.
And who else from your gang besides you?
Like the fourth time. He posted jewelry, talking about wearing moissanite. He did all that. Bro, he been doing stuff, bro. He pulled me in the alley with Java, talking about we going somewhere. He said we going to the bounty hunters. He like, oh, bro, come outside with all your chains. I'm like, bro, for what? Why would I wear my chains to go to the hood? He like, bro, just come outside, we go be straight. Then he bring me to Java, right? Java in the alley with Blower talking about, oh, give your blower to bro. We just finna fade, give your blower to bro. Man, come on, bro. You brought me to the random alley with Java, bro. You been doing snakes. It's not the first time, bro. Like the third, second time, bro. To be honest with you. He keeps snaking. I just kept him around.
I think I had seen something on YouTube. You talking about that incident with Java?
Yeah, that incident with Java.
Y'all was in like the alley or something.
AB drove me to the alley. He drove me to the alley, bro. He's a snake, bro. He always doing some little snake undercover weird shit. He's a snake, bro.
See, and I ain't gonna lie, right? For like the outsiders like me who be doing like stuff like this, that make a person, when a person do snake stuff to somebody, that make other people really don't want to tap in with you. You feel me? They like, damn, if he did it to a person who he be with.
Yeah, somebody you're hanging with every day, somebody I'm with 9 days straight. Like he said, oh, we in the guest room. Yeah, I was in your guest room. So what? We supposed to be homies. I'm cooling with you 9 days, 10 days straight. I'm bringing clothes over here. We cooling, bro. So what's this for?
Yeah.
Because I'm on social media again? And then it's not like that, bro. Every time I get back on Instagram, he does the same shit, bro. It's always when I get back on Instagram, bro. It's not, oh, randomly this. No. It's always when I get back in the media, bro, start hating and do little weird shit. Because it's be in his ear. Oh, you hang with GBO. Why you hang with GBO? Like, bro, you're supposed to be your own, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, that's crazy. But see, I'm my own man. See, can't nobody tell me. Because a lot of people, they be like, bro, why you messing with GBO gas and after you be dissing everybody? Bro, that don't got nothing to do with me. And I'm the type of person, I'm not finna choose sides. I'm finna pull up on whoever. I'm my own man. I ain't no follower or nothing. You feel me? Straight up. But you said y'all was staying in the guest house. So you said y'all been hella close, though.
Yeah, it was hella close.
So for the people that's out there, y'all been hella close. It ain't like.
We got songs together. I let him wear my jewelry, everything, bro. In that music video, the 5% 10, he's wearing my watch. That's my watch. He has my chain on, everything. I let people wear my clothes. All that. I'm a real person, bro. That's what I do. If somebody with me, bro. We shoot a music video. He don't got no jewelry. I gave bro the jewelry to wear, bro. And then I let him wear it after that for months, bro. I didn't even take the jewelry back. I let him keep wearing it for the image. So I've been helping people with their image, bro. This Crip stuff is an image, bro. It's all social media. It's not what it is, bro. It's not what it's in.
Okay. And I had seen something on the internet, a little page. They had made like a little story about you, bro.
What?
On YouTube. I think it's called like Rap something or.
Yeah. Rap news.
Rap news or something. Yeah. Was some of the stuff they were saying was true?
Nah, mostly everything they said lying. They said my dad, I live in Watts. Bro, I don't know my dad. And then
everything. They said that nigga dad live in Watts. He didn't talk to me. His dad was military and shit like that.
Info from?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That nigga said your dad live in
Most
Watts.
everything he said was fake.
He
bro.
ex-military.
My mom never bailed me out, bro. My mom ain't never helped me. I mean, man, she helped me with some stuff, but not stuff like that, bro.
Yeah.
Jail stuff, bro. When I hit the county, I gotta get my own bail, bro. I put up 15K. I mean, Daisha did help me out. His girlfriend, AB girlfriend, did help me out with bail, though. I give him that. She did help me out.
So out of all of this, do you think his girlfriend cool?
Nah.
Or you think she
was
also
driving? She was driving. She not cool.
Oh, so she was the
He
one
said
that
she was driving.
She
She was driving. She ain't cool.
She's not cool at all.
and she was the one
Set
that
up.
voicemail.
Yeah.
They was gonna smoke this nigga.
Bro, how you going to church after you just did snake?
She said we was gonna smoke your ass.
Like, come on, bro. All that fake
Yeah,
Christian
the bounty
stuff,
hunters.
man.
Keep talking. He telling. They was gonna smoke him in the bounty hunters because in Watts, if he got smoked over there, the police wouldn't even care.
Bro,
He's just another nigga.
Wait, bro. I fell asleep on the bed with them, everything. Like, drunk, fell asleep on the bed with them. We all, like, bro, come on, bro. Like, there's actually cool people I was with. They just, it is what it is, bro. I can't keep, like, justifying. And then he's in
Hit
my
that
DM,
like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
I was still telling him to stop. This, that. Bro, why did you even start recording?
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
really supposed to be on some, stop doing that. Why did you record? So it's like, bro, you been having fake intentions, bro. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Now I had seen he had posted something on the internet, basically some allegations of you basically sleeping with a trans woman, something like that. Bro, can you please speak on that? Because you know that's going viral right now, bro.
Hey, I don't know where he's getting this info from. I don't know what he's talking about. He's just making stuff up to go viral. I don't know nothing about no trans women. I don't got nothing against trans. They cool, whatever. I don't got nothing to do with that. Whoever want to talk to them, that's on them. I don't got nothing to do with no trans woman. I ain't never been on no trans woman. I don't got nothing to do with that. But trans people, they cool. Whoever talked to them, that's
so who was he talking to?
Oh, he was talking about
because he was talking to somebody and it made it seem like because they was like, oh, he's not here. My mama calling the police and and he was calling him a snitch or something.
Yeah, nah, he went to a random girl house, bro. I mean, it is what it is. He went to a random girl house. It's not.
So you don't have nothing to do with that address.
Bro.
And who you talking to?
Bro, I don't got nothing to do with that address, bro. I don't know what bro was on.
Oh,
went to a random girl house, bro. I mean, even if that was where I've been at before, I don't live there with that girl. I mean, so it is what it is, bro. You went somewhere, you see me, you probably pick me up from there before. Like, bro, okay, that's cool, but like, that's not where I really be at. That's not where I live at. So it's like,
so was it a transmission there or not,
sure,
nigga?
Bro, yeah, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie though. Damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They was in my DM, man, talking about some DC. You really don't know what's going on. You don't know the story.
Look, he finna smile. He can't even tell a real story. He finna smile. Look at this nigga.
He was like, you is square partner.
Yeah.
So obviously, if that's your square partner, you gotta go
it's
about
coming.
your square partner.
He finna smile
on a square type of way. Not on no recording.
Look, he finna hide his lips.
All type of stuff.
Yeah, he finna smile. Look,
I was just kind of
everything ha he with him.
And then I'm supposed to be a square partner. Just like you said, what is a DP? What am I getting DP to? What? Did I play the allegiance to the Greeks or something? Like, hey, they did. I ain't gonna lie. Look, this is why I really think this went on, bro. They just tried to put me on like last month. Like a month ago, they tried to put me on bricks. I swear to God, they tried to put me on bricks. They brought me in a lot. They opened my door. It was like, oh, just get put on. You're gonna be under Java. They tried to put on under Java. They said I'm gonna be a little Java. Bro, first off, I'm not gonna be under no rap. Second off, I'm not getting put on at 20 something. On me, I'm not getting put on. I was supposed to get put on. It's been at 418. So that's why
Bosco got put on at 19. I swear to God, I was there. So whatever he tell the internet,
come on, bro.
Nigga, I'm here to say, Neptune the Goon say he a goddamn liar, nigga. Nigga, you older than me, nigga. I was 15, nigga. You was 19, nigga. And I'm your big homie, nigga. What the fuck that sound like? You 44, 45, and I'm 40. And I'm your big homie.
So
shut your bitch
what about
ass
the
up.
little situation with Sweet Jack? Because they've been posting about you.
Yeah.
Something had went on to where they was like they had DP'd you because of the last interview or something like that. Like
This happened. All right, so I don't know y'all know. Jabari is Sweet Jap and them. Sweet Jap and Jabari, I guess they was close, best friends, whatever.
He said close, best friends, whatever.
Are now trying to be close. All of a sudden, they were never hanging out before. They was never talking like that. They actually was beefing. The Bricks and the Hoopers almost beef because of that.
See,
anyway,
GBO, he a square. So, he gonna snitch.
Cool
if he get in there with the police,
so that's why
he gonna do a loose cannon on them niggas.
Buddy now.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why he apparently doing this for Sweet Jack. And then, like, bro, don't you live with a whole female? She has 2 kids, bro.
He said you live with a whole female.
Go over there, bro. Go do what you do, bro. Just sell your weed, be a dad, bro. Do what you do.
He said go sell your weed, be a dad.
Doing all this, doing all that.
This nigga snitching.
Like, I don't know, bro.
This nigga snitching.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
He said go sell your weed, be a dad.
That's wild. Get snaked.
Look, he finna laugh. He finna laugh.
Now what?
You trying to wipe his smile off.
You ain't rocking with nobody.
Look at him trying to wipe his smile off.
How that's working now?
Niggas a
I
bitch.
still mess with Treyway.
Yeah, Treyway gonna have you up in them hookers. They gonna whoop you out again and take your pants off like they did last time.
I go hanging out with people that just think, and then these people I've been with over the years. So I can't go back over there. I'm not finna go back over there unless it's to slide.
So you said something like y'all got court together though. So how that's gonna work?
I don't know. That's the spooky part. Yeah, me and AB still fighting the case right now. Kidnapping charge, we still fighting that. So that's why this is all spooky. We still got court together. So I gotta see him at court when I go.
So what you think you finna run a fade?
We can't run a fade inside the courthouse. I mean, it is what it is. If bro wanna run it outside or something, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, bro. If we wanna run it outside, it's cool, but we can't fight inside the courthouse. We go local like that.
So you basically like you ain't no trying to get on type shit. You just want the fade.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I need to get back for this. I need to get back for that. That snake shit. I can't let that go. I gotta get back for that.
GBO, yes, bro, you hella funny, dude.
I gotta get back for that, man. Get back for this, man.
He said I gotta get back for that. Nigga, they kidnapped you a grown man got kidnapped.
By his grave.
How the fuck do a grown man get kidnapped?
Him, or was that you just basically
get away, do an interview, and be laughing?
Jabari, my homie, we ain't never had
the fuck is you laughing about?
Cool. That was really my homie. I was in jail when I was 12. All that. I'm not dissing Jabari. I'm dissing the Bricks. I'm dissing AB. And that's our mutual friends. So that's why I went over here. It's not I don't got nothing. Jabari dad just texted me actually.
For real?
Yeah, Jabari dad just texted me. I told him I ain't saying nothing bad about Jabari at all. He texted me and said, because he just texted me and said,
look how chapped his lips is.
Like y'all was friends. I said, yeah, we are. I ain't said anything bad about the word at all. Let me go to it.
He got burn marks all on his lips.
I heard my son speak on y'all like y'all was cool. The shit he doing disrespect to his family, whatever. I told bro I never said nothing about Jabari. I just paid my respects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it ain't no beef with Jabari or you wasn't disrespecting him or nothing.
No, Jabari that just text me. Nah, I ain't doing that.
Okay. And they had said something about your upbringing with your moms and stuff too. You want on that little video on YouTube?
Talk about that. First off, yeah, I did go to prom with one of our students, bro. But that, bro, come on now, that was just some small regular shit. She taught at the school, but she didn't teach it. She wasn't my teacher. You could be a teacher at the school and not teach your own student, bro. So all that, this, that, he's a square, his mom at the school, all that. Bro, yeah, she's at the school, so what? What does that have to do with anything? We're in 2025. That was in 2016. That's 19 years ago. Like, come on, bro. Y'all see what's happening now? The cases I'm fighting, the shootings on live, the blower out, people hood. Like, bro, speaking about something that's happening right now, bro. Y'all bringing up when I was a kid, bro. That was when I was like 13, 14, 15. Like, what? What am I supposed to be doing at that age? They talking about, I play basketball, bro. I'm pretty sure everybody played basketball.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's crazy.
Everybody didn't play basketball. Everybody didn't have that ballless life phase. Where ballless life, yeah, I had that ballless life phase too. But after that, hopped in the streets.
For sure. And I had seen something on the internet.
I can't lie. I was playing football.
15-year-olds.
And then I started going to funerals.
You know, up in that video, I hopped in the streets
because I was tired of going to fucking funerals.
Hey, that's the real shit. I ain't never talked to her when she was 15.
I was a
Bro, she
football
said that
player.
online. She knew
I was
lying.
tired of going to funerals,
Arguing
and
before
I hopped in
they
the
got into
street.
fight. She
God
knew I was
damn.
lying. She
That's
knew
the
it was
only
gonna
real
go
thing
viral.
this
That's why
nigga
she
said.
actually said
Because
she wanted my
that's
arguments
what I
to be
did.
online. So it could go viral. She said that.
I did not give a fuck about no game.
Y'all can't believe nothing. And that's the same girl that stole 50,000 from me while I was in jail.
I never gave a fuck about a game. I was playing
That's the
football.
one that stole the money.
Start going to funerals from 8th grade to 12th grade. I was like, man, fuck this shit. Where these niggas at?
Oh yeah. So exactly, bro. So y'all can't really believe nothing that she's talking about.
Because right now she giving her on a hate train. She just saying that because she hates you.
She mad. She hating right now. She's selling now. She's going out bad. She's going
He said she's selling meow. He said she's selling meow.
She lost the car. Everything. I heard everything. Her life is downhill.
He said she's selling meow. This nigga stupid. This nigga stupid.
It's going down.
He said it's going down.
It's going downhill, bro. I remember when she first started money, she wanted me to have sex with her on webcam to get the money back.
He had sex with her on webcam to get the money back. This nigga lying. This nigga trolling. This nigga back to trolling. This nigga full of shit. He a bitch ass nigga. You can't do nothing but laugh. Like, shut your lying ass
Oh, yeah,
up.
and then she was selling the tape, bro. She's selling my tapes. That's how you know she's down bad, bro. She didn't ask for my permission.
She didn't ask for my permission. This nigga lying ass bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now,
Shut
also
your
seen something
lying
on
ass
the internet where it was like you was fighting murder or you went
Hit that
down
like
for a murder
button.
charge or something.
Hit that
bro.
like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
What they
This
talking
nigga
about?
stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, they trying to say we had something to do about Boy when he died in Lakewood. Yeah, he died on 270th sign.
Look how he tried to claim it like Bosco.
Yeah, y'all know that was a month. Y'all see
Look how he tried to claim it like Bosco.
That was a month after that. A month after that, he died in Lakewood. So that's why he's probably trying to add that up. When murder and all that. I don't know. He just died in Lakewood. I don't know.
That's exactly what Bosco said. He just died in the hood, but Rosemo, he just died. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas be dissing me. They just died. All I gotta say, man, Bosco did the same shit, nigga. GBO gassed ass Bosco ass nigga, man. Bosco did the same shit with Rosemo, trolling. It ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Bro, they've been fake way flaming up Lakewood, bro. In the comments, they're like, bro, don't that happen in Lakewood?
Bro, they know.
I swear to God, he remind me of Bosco. Trolling, claiming another body you ain't got nothing to do with.
We gotta do a walkthrough next time.
And the police know it. That's why they let you troll, because they know you ain't got nothing to do with it. You can say whatever you want. They know for a fact you ain't had nothing to do with it.
For sure.
The whole hater ass. I'm gonna show you the other apartments in the back. It's like a big project list. Everybody be over. I'm gonna show you.
So GBO is his own little clique.
GBO is his own little clique. It's his own little clique. And actually on the LA Hood maps.
This nigga proud of that. Look at him start laughing. We on the hood, man. My gang on the set, nigga. We could get a Rico like the rest of you niggas.
All the way to Campbellwood. That's like the area, the general area. Like right by Lakewood Mall, but kind of like
right by Lakewood Mall. Nicer than a motherfucker. Nigga, I go over there at Applebee's.
It's not closed down. It's a Hobby Lobby now. But over there by Chuck E. Cheese, CVS, all that.
Yeah, Costco, all that, nigga.
Okay. Well,
the Nike store when I go get my Pippins, nigga. Yeah, when I order my Pippins online, I go pick them up at the Lakewood Nike, nigga. Mamas, nigga. Foot Locker, nigga. Matter of fact, nigga, I got these on the dead homies there, nigga. On my mama, nigga, I got these there at the Lakewood Mall, nigga. Ordered them online, nigga. Slide.
And if you having arguments with a certain friend, bro, take that for what it is, bro. Don't try to keep being cool, bro. Like, nah, if y'all
Lakewood, nice in the motherfucker. I stop at Costco every time. I want a hot dog, I want my soda, and I want a pepperoni pizza, nigga.
Just watch out, homie. Y'all gotta watch that back door open. It's wide open.
Hot dog and soda is $1.50. Pizza, $2.
So, man, we down out this thing, man.
GBO, man. Follow me on Mr. GBO.
You got him laughing.
New music coming soon, man. GBO.
Nigga is not serious. On no level, he is not serious. Don't take that nigga serious. Tell your kids stay away from him. Just like stay away from No Jumper. It ain't
so
cool.
Open Greedo, now listen, man. Shout out to Greedo. I'm a Greedo fan, so I don't even think. Listen, man. I don't even put stock into this. I think this proves nothing about Greedo, but so some dudes was apparently like they're flexing with Greedo's chain. There's a title that's titled Cardena rapper Ultra. Well, no, sorry, he's from WAP.
He is from Cardena too.
Oh, where? Well, yeah, right. So yeah, so.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we been politicking in the streets, trying to line up the pay, trying to line up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to pay up. You know what I'm saying? First nigga shit. Here, what, man? We talking about Album 22.
Yes, sir.
In a real way. You know,
real way.
I'm hit about line.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of motherfuckers exploiting the black community. That's what he doing. He's exploiting for extras. Cause no jumper ain't about shit. They ain't got who the fuck there is talent.
Nobody.
I know that's my brother. He cool. But
he ain't nobody. Yeah, he just a commentator. Like
we can pull up right now. Like all them weak ass ciphers, weak ass, all that shit y'all be doing. Weak. Sharp was the only talent up there. Sharp had it jumping. Now y'all got 4 extras up there. 4 extras got some charisma about it. You feel me? Saving no jumper. Nigga, black exploitation.
He said saving.
Adam can't run a motherfucking podcast. Don't nobody want to hear Adam just sit up there and talk in a real way. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking about that shit he got to say, bro. Nigga invited me to No Jumper. Yeah, I did a No Jumper interview the first time. Nigga invited me there again. I'm like, nigga, I never go back up there. The fuck? Never go up there to no motherfucking No Jumper. You know what I'm saying? Weird ass platform. Nigga, I ain't scared of shit. But see, I can't name a time I was scared. You know what I'm saying? I can't name a time I wasn't ready to go. You know what I'm saying? In a real way, though, man. Yeah. Keep off that brother, man. Yeah, man. And it's these goofies, right? Some of y'all black people make me sick, bro. Y'all make me sick to my stomach. You know what I'm saying? The ones in the comments, right? That is oblivious to the exploitation that's going on. Oh, you're scared of 4 extras, nigga. I ain't swallowing niggas twice 4 extra size, nigga. And the nigga, his
my mama, I had.
Nigga, that was in the prison.
On my mama, niggas thought I was scared by saying that gang. I was like, nigga, move the chairs around. Nigga, I ain't scared of your fat ass, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I ain't never been scared. Nigga, Fade ain't never been shit. But one thing I'm not gonna be is a fool, because I'm the furthest thing from. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no slave. I'm not a slave like you. You niggas is slave mind. You know what I'm saying? Adam is your slave. I mean, he's your slave
master.
He tells y'all, he dangles a little carrot in front of you.
Yep, give y'all the money. That's the money. That's the carrot. The carrot is the money.
The carrot, Adam. I'm foaming out the mouth. Can I have a carrot, Adam? Please, just give it to me. So nerd ass, man. Oh, mama, you niggas lying, man. My mama, nigga. No amount of money, nigga. I'm a compromise. Nigga, my morals, values, principles. You know what I'm saying? No amount of money.
Speak on it.
Exploit my people. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it.
No amount of money. You can't pay me no amount of money to get on no motherfucking platform. And I know it's, you know what I mean? It's going to have some mass effect on my people. And I'm going to get a crazy bag for it. I'm not fucking doing it. Weird ass niggas. You niggas are sucking dick for some money on God. Nigga. None of that shit. None of that weirdo shit. Nigga, we ain't doing none of that. No pedophile shit. We ain't doing no weird shit. And we ain't sex playing niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you niggas weird, bro. Niggas be on there on No Jumper on platform talking about putting peanut butters in niggas' ass. Bro, that's homosexual.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That shit should be canceled.
Yes, it should.
That shit is canceled.
Yes, sir. Man, bro, that's
right along with Zeus Network.
Hey, right after this live, I'm calling Aaron the plumber, nigga. On my mama, nigga.
Nothing prolific comes out of the
This is live.
Zeus Network or the motherfucking.
You got it on Say Less Moments TV. You got live.
You got a white man that ain't never been in the street.
He supposed to get out with Adam 22 and 4 extra.
You ain't never been in, well, he been in the streets, but the only time the nigga in the streets is when he with 4 extras.
Exactly.
Other than that, the only time he in the hood is in the Echo sweater, man. You know what I'm saying? The only time the buster is in the hood is in the motherfucking Echo sweater, man. Unless he paying. You know what I'm saying? These niggas that come out there, man, stay in Calabasas, Adam.
Yes.
Stay the fuck out the hood.
Oh, wait.
Go extra. Stop letting that nigga come to the boat.
Oh.
Y'all not know what gentrification is?
Oh, wait.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all letting this motherfucking white man come to y'all hood and he looking at property he can buy.
Oh, wait.
Let me get these neighbors about this neighborhood, man. Do you not know about gentrification? Stop letting these motherfucking people in your neighborhood, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas need to wake up, bruh. It's a hidden agenda for everything, nigga. Like, don't no white man want to hang out with no gang member? Come on now. The owner of the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys, you think he want to hang out with some gang members? Fuck no. But the white man that is hanging out with gang members,
He said, fuck no.
Exploiting their motherfucking ass? The fuck?
ain't no NFL owner finna hang out with no full extra.
Yes, sir.
Fuck no.
Nigga.
Let them know.
Exploiting their motherfucking ass?
Let them know.
Period. But niggas is, all you gotta work a job.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Talk shit.
Fuck with who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares, nigga? I
Rick,
care,
baby.
nigga. Oh, I care, nigga.
Rick, baby.
In my neighborhood. Kick them niggas about that motherfucker.
Rick,
man.
baby.
Real talk.
Rick, baby.
Gentrification, man.
Expo. I mean, full extra.
Google, man. That shit.
Munchy B.
Prevails.
Cooling. What is you doing up there?
And it's all because niggas will settle for a bronze medal, man.
Yeah.
Niggas don't know they worth.
Yeah.
Niggas will let a nigga dangle a carrot in front of their face and take the carrot. But nigga, you worth a gold brick. But a nigga settle for a carrot. Come on now, man.
Come on, Aaron the plumber. Let them know something. Let them know something. That's why I fucked with you. I got a phone call like this.
Oh, mama.
I got a phone call like
this. Pissed me off.
Oh, my mama, I said I'd never be on
that.
that.
My people, I love being a black man, but I fucking hate it at the same time. Because my people is so oblivious to what the fuck is going on. And that's how they keep us at the bottom of the totem pole. But that's the dumb, the deaf, and the blind. And y'all can't see, y'all can't hear, and niggas ain't gonna speak out on what the fuck is going on. But I'm gonna speak out anytime.
But Munchy B can't sing, so you know what I mean? His girl told him it was
I'm gonna
smooth.
speak out on that shit. I'm gonna call a spade, a pedophile, and a motherfucking culture vulture, culture.
See? You can't even get it out right because you don't even know how to use that. It's for white boys.
Spamming, God, bro. Quit spamming in here, bro, for our blocks, man.
Hell yeah, bro. That's key. I'm gonna call him right after this.
In a real way, I don't trust none of these content creators on mine because they all be trying to line me up for a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be desperate. Niggas be desperate for a viral moment. I could talk and go viral. That's all I have to do is pull out my phone, talk and go viral. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be so desperate. Niggas be so desperate for some clout. Bro, I do not value clout. Clout ain't shit to me. I value knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. That's what I value attributes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's how we started
That's the
talking.
shit that matters most, not monetary value.
We talking like 20 minutes.
That shit doesn't fucking matter. When you die, you can't take none of that shit.
None of that.
Yeah, money makes life a little easier, but God didn't create everybody.
You gonna die and leave that gold chain. I know that gold chain gonna still be alive.
Everybody has their own unique divine purpose that we were created here to fulfill. It's up to you to figure out what it is and fulfill it for that. And that's what I'm in the process of doing. You feel me? I don't give a fuck about no money because I'm completing my legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My legacy. Now I have a legacy. When God forbid, when I die, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a sad day, but it's gonna be a sad day.
Very sad.
You feel me? Because
a lot of people ain't gonna get their bills paid.
And that's good enough for me.
It's gonna be a very sad day.
Amount of money, just knowing that I changed one person's life.
Yeah.
Just knowing I changed one.
Somebody said I'm your number one fan. I ain't even been on here 5 weeks. A grown man told me I'm your number one fan. I was like, what the
fuck? Any amount of money in a real way. Somebody gets to continue to live. Hey man, I did my part. In a real way. My nostril is reshaped because I got shot in the face. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to be funny, but I got shot in the face. And by the grace of God, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
That's right. Dude, yeah, man, we ain't even gonna talk about that dude. He's a clown. He's a clown, another cloud chaser. Another cloud chaser, bro. They be on the internet, they gonna say whatever, you know? These dudes are cloud chasers. Instead of worrying about a fade, right? Niggas so worried, no, I wanna stay here, I wanna stay here. Fade your motherfucking ass to the trade school line. Y'all motherfuckers, go get you a job. Go learn a trade. Go learn a skill. Nigga, don't learn how to fix an alternator. Don't be on.
He said, go learn how to fix an alternator.
Because what the fuck you niggas been doing, that shit ain't been working. You know what I'm saying? What you niggas been doing ain't been working. So it's like, hey, it just dawned on me. But I got out of prison, I'm like, man. Oh, fuck. I'm supposed to get off. It just dawned on me like, man, the stuff that I was doing before I went to prison, that shit ain't working. So maybe I need to do something different this time. Otherwise, I'm gonna go back to prison. Niggas are dumb. You know the definition of insanity?
It compete doing the same shit over and over.
Expecting a different outcome. Hello. So if you're a weed man, you sell weed every day, you keep getting caught selling weed.
And you get out.
Right? They're gonna be in jail 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Niggas don't say, yeah.
I need to stop smelling weed. Yeah.
I done been to jail about 20 times gangbanging. This shit ain't fucking working. Nigga, that's the definition of insanity. You're insane. You keep doing something that you know is not working.
Or good for you.
Hey man, them ain't the type of people I want around me.
Yeah, no, like.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
I got too much to lose.
In a real way.
Anybody get saved?
Hit with that in a real way.
In a real way.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it. That's my nigga. That's my nigga.
Get you some dollars.
I talked to him for like 20 minutes.
You know what I'm saying? Get him all in.
He gonna hit you in a real way.
Stop getting extorted. Stop fucking having so much idle time on your hands.
Yeah, to hate on a nigga. Why is you watching me and then hate on me in my chat? Shouldn't you be happy I ain't robbing your granny? Shouldn't you be happy I'm doing my thing? Like, why is you mad that I'm on the internet doing what I do? If I was in the hood, you'd be like, man, that nigga old as fuck. Man, that nigga over there with the YNs. Man, that nigga over there selling weed. He's selling dope, and I'm on the internet, and you talk bad to me, and you as black as me.
This man's life that you know that don't give 2 cents. His opinion, right? My opinion, I get paid off my opinion.
Your opinion, don't make 2 cents. Shout it off. You saw how many 2 cents these is? And you ain't paid me none of them. So it don't pay me no mind.
So why are you investing so much time?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even read the comments. Because it don't even fucking matter.
You're a goof trooper, man. What is wrong with you? And it's crazy because, bro, I ain't never been one of those people. I never, so I don't understand.
It's my nigga, man.
It's weird. When I walk around, me and the dad be on track.
Long phone calls. Proof. I can prove I talk to Aaron the plumber. That's why I'm live with him right now. I can prove that I talk to Aaron the plumber. I don't know if these other niggas can.
Shit that y'all be doing. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna share something else with y'all. Right? A lot of people go ahead and screen record this. You know what I'm saying? This gonna help some women too. Right? So a lot of people.
By the way, this is live. This is live. It popped up on my Instagram. This is live.
But anyway, everybody asks me, oh, why you mess with Vendetta? You know, she was in 30, 20 V1s. She was this old. She's like, come on, first off, I was, yeah, man. She's dead, right?
Hit the like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, man. This is live. Hit the like button. God damn.
I don't ever listen to what somebody else tell me. I eat it.
You'll be happy to know that now that I'm clean and sober, the assisted living facility has given me these Meta Ray-Bans as a reward. So I am recording you while you watch me. Think about that. That's deep. But anyways, as the sirens go past, I want you to think about the fact that while you're playing with loose cannon's name, you better be careful because he comes from a long line of dangerous people. His father is on death row right now. George Brett Williams is condemned. He has been condemned to die since 1992. He was found guilty. So his case is actually also very important legally. It came back for resentencing in 2013 because, so you know what voir dire is? That's during jury selection, the defense attorney or the prosecution, or your prosecution for all you government cooperators out there, can ask for jurors to be struck really for no reason. So, for example, if we find out a juror has a good reason to be struck, like, oh, you're related to the victim or something, then the judge will strike you. But they get a certain amount of each, the prosecution and the defense attorney gets a certain amount of people they can just
Our
say.
prophet is letting you know
I got a feeling that
how
this
Loose
juror
Cannon
can't be
Dad
impartial.
already told
George
on
Brett
Big U,
Williams, Loose
and
Cannon's
now
dad's
he
case.
with Big U on the
There were
Rico.
6 African American women in the jury pool, or like the last at the end of the jury, when they were getting down to the final 12, and the prosecution struck 5 of them, got rid of all the black women, and so that was a grounds for his appeal. And in 2013, it was, well, his appeal of the death sentence. And back in 2013, that was Supreme Court. It went to the U.S. Supreme Court, who rejected it. So his Loose Cannon's dad's criminal case went to the Supreme Court. Now, what was that case? Well, oddly enough, you know, Loose Cannon's dad was on his Big U shit. So in '92, he and some other guys were going to buy three bricks of them things, 3 of them things, them kilos. And they went to a house somewhere on Spring Street in South Central Los Angeles. Spring Street is basically like, let's see, oh no, Spring runs north and south. So Spring runs out of downtown all the way deep into South Central. So somewhere on the east side, the bad side of South Central, Loose's father, George Brett Williams, went with a couple guys to purchase 3 kilos. And listen to this craziness. So earlier in the day, some guys testified that the co-defendants testified Loose's father tore up phone books to make the fake money, and they put it in a plastic bag. And oddly, you say, well, why would he still tear up phone books? Oddly enough, I was watching a thing with a counterfeiter, and at some point before they changed the paper used in phone books, phone book paper worked perfectly for counterfeiting money. So, quick aside. But so he tears up the phone book paper, and they make a fake bag of money. They meet in a gas station parking lot, but the guys don't want to do the deal. So Loose's father has them come over to this house that he was known for frequenting there on Spring Street. And the guys come inside. George, Loose's dad, puts the thing to him and makes him kneel on the ground. And he says, well, call. So the guy that they're robbing was the middleman, right? He's supposed to see the money and then call the guy with the bricks to bring it. That's the standard operating procedure. So Loose's dad is like, you know, make the call. The guy's on his knees and he has the phone. And remember, this is back in the days of the rotary phone, if you don't remember. There's no tone, like, he tries to dial, but the phone's not working. So he tells Loose Cannon's father, George Brett Williams, there's no dial tone. So Loose's dad is holding the gun to his chest, and he kneels down to get the phone. And according to everybody's testimony, because he had no reason that he accidentally shoots him in the chest, fuels him. Immediately he realizes, well, no point in leaving this other guy alive. So he goes and pops the other guy, and he tells the co-defendants, it was a mistake. I accidentally killed the man, so I shot the other guy too. So a pretty heinous crime. This was coming just in the months right after the Rodney King verdict and riot or uprising or civil unrest, whatever you want to call it. So it's a very charged atmosphere. So this was the defense of the prosecution for them removing 5 of the 6 black women from the jury was coming on the heels of the Rodney King case. They felt that black women would not give the death penalty to a black male defendant. And in 2013, Supreme Court said, oh, well. So that's an interesting side note. So his dad's case is, important legally. It actually made it to the Supreme Court. So Loose Cannon's father is also this behavior we see of Loose Cannon. He's still on the phone, probably making up stories about fighting Brick Baby, like this seeking of attention and notoriety, even while something serious is going on. His bond was denied. They actually had handwritten notes in his detention hearing pointing out that, hey, this guy, what he's charged with is witness intimidation, extortion, going up to people. There's a video of him beating up Molly Mile on Sunset Strip. Loose Cannon is the poster child for, someone they feel is going to engage in witness intimidation. So he's not going to get let out probably ever. No, as far as pre-trial, no amount of surety. It's not that they're necessarily afraid he won't show up. They're afraid they'll do things. While he was committing the acts he's alleged to have committed in the United States versus Eugene Henley indictment, he had 2 orders of protection against him. Just like Brick Baby had orders of protection and was on federal probation. So when you're committing crimes while under government supervision, the odds that they're going to let you out again or let you out while trial pending are slim to none. His Hobbs Act violations carry 20 years. Loose Cannon has not been to prison. He's 44 years old. Kind of old to be getting in this type of trouble, which means, they're not lenient on middle-aged and older guys because at this age, when you're doing this stuff, you're a real gangster. Like, this is what you do for a living if you're guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty. We don't know that yet. So the Hobbs Act stuff, I don't know why people are saying facing 15 years. He faces 20 years for the Hobbs Act. If they hit him with armed career offender, which it sounds like they could, that's 15, possibly.
See, there you go, Rich Banks.
So
remember when you told me earlier he facing 15? He just told you. I don't know why you saying 15. He facing 20.
Big U, that phone call or that when he was driving and turned himself in, all that stuff he said is going to be used against him. That was witness intimidation. That's got nothing to do with Loose Cannon. But point being, man, you got to watch what you say. Losing them should really stop calling in. But what's he going to do with himself? He is like an addict. He's been getting attention and lots of it every day for the last several years. For him to go cold turkey be hard. So those guys should be careful. But so I thought, you should know Loose Cannon comes from a serious line of people. And his father's more things are interesting about him. So you've heard the phrase, rich rolling 60s. And you may have heard of these divisions, the Overhills. I've driven through the rolling 60s area several times. It's a very large area, and there's different types of neighborhoods within the area. There are definitely some blocks that are rough looking, unsafe, like part lines of apartment buildings and shady people looking at you like, you wouldn't feel necessarily like, hey, let's stop and roam around. And then there's lots of streets, solid middle class, and then there's part of it, the Overhills, which is blending into like
Inglewood.
View or Ladera Heights.
Ladera, Inglewood.
Which are rich areas.
Inglewood.
Over Hills is very upscale looking, especially by LA. I mean, those are probably multi-million-dollar houses. That's where Brick Baby's mother
by
lives
Inglewood.
as well. Loose Cannon's dad. So he's known as this infamous rat. Supposedly when you get brought into the Rolling 60s, he's one of the examples of people to not be like, I don't see in this, I didn't read every inch of the case. I don't know a guy that's on death row, though there's a moratorium on California executions. Like, they're not executing people, but he's listed as condemned, though. I don't see who and what he told on. I don't know. I'm sure someone will chime into the comments of this and say, but his dad supposedly was made into the Rolling 60s in the Athens Park Bloods, which is not too far away, but it's far enough away. They're not really next to each other.
Wow.
So I guess he was in two gangs at once, which is bad. No, especially back then when Bloods and Crips were like beefing. But even now, you're going to be in two gangs, right? Especially a Blood and a Crip. Shows you what the mentality. But his father was you know, these guys like Loose, they have, you can think about them what you want, but obviously they have degrees of charisma. There's people that like them. I mean, Loose has been able to craft somewhat of a social media career. They're, you know, his father is 6'3". They're big guys, I guess, intimidating, talk a lot. I mean, whatever they were doing, it worked for him to a degree. And his father was known prior to the double homicide that he's condemned for. His father, probably that's what he told on. Don't quote me, but now that I think about it, there was a case where he supplied guns to some gang members, and a mother and a son were killed. And somehow he got out of that. So maybe that's where he snitched on all the Rolling 60s. I would imagine that was the case. And he was known, he had a 190E that he drove to the scene of the double homicide. So he was out in the streets getting to it. He was in two gangs. He was snitching and he was doing crime. So even after he had probably, I guess, snitched in some case on the Rolling 60s.
I did not know that.
60s for the gun thing.
Loose Cannon dad was from Athens Park and 60
and
at
accidentally
the same
killing
time.
people. So truly, at that name, I don't
damn.
know what his father's street name was, but the name of Loose Cannon kind of fits him. A scary person, like a dangerous. You can say what you want. Some of these guys that listen, the most antisocial people of all are the people that turn informant, snitch, whatever words you want to use, because they don't follow any rules. Maybe even the basic rules of friendship.
Loose Cannon Pops was from Athens Park and 60. God damn.
Criminality. The most serious criminals are the most likely to work with the government. They're the most antisocial. If I would kill you because for $20,000, why wouldn't I put you in prison to keep myself out of prison? If I would shoot you because you're wearing the wrong color shoelaces at the hamburger stand, why would I not tell them
hit that like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed,
instead of me so that I could go home? I'm already highly antisocial just for doing that stuff. So it shocks me that people are so shocked at people that tell, like, stay away from serious crime. If you're poor and you have limited opportunities and you're beating the streets to get some couple $100,000 to do something else that you like.
One thing I can say, just a brief note, he's right. The people that's the serious killers, they antisocial. They so antisocial, they might not even show up to the hood meetings, especially when they got their own status. The best person that can get away with all the crimes is the most antisocial and the one that stay by himself and don't tell his business. And I know a lot of them. They get so antisocial to where they do what they do and they fine with being in a hole for 5 to 10 years. They is not tripping because they don't like being around niggas in the first place. And them, is the killers. So what he said right there is a fact. Niggas that come to the yard, you be like, man, I just got out the hole from doing 7 years. You be like, damn, like 7 whole years, like no months, 7 years. You look at them different, they act different. They want to walk by themselves, they want to work out by themselves, and you know, they like that.
But don't break the law to make money to go throw it up in the air or to buy clothes to let some other men know that you're getting money. Don't break the law to shoot dice. Don't break the law to purchase them whores nasty for JJ because them bitches is giving it up for bumpy face in a bump. Trust me. But back to George Brett Williams. So he is condemned. That's Loose Cannon's father. Loose Cannon said he's only talked to him a few times. You know, that really him being a rat has nothing to do with Loose Cannon. Loose Cannon, I doubt, is going to be any type of informant. He likes his social status too much. As Loose Cannon would love to be the guy in prison, even if he had to do a dime. Like, yeah, I was out there doing that wild shit and I held it down and I was on social media. Now, what will people in prison think about him? Again, in a legal sense, the stuff Loose Cannon talked about on those shows, I think some of it's not true. And it's not why Big U was in trouble. Big U was on wiretap. Big U took Mark money. But certainly all the fellas sitting in the day room in the federal penitentiaries watching Loose Cannon talk about who we robbed and this, that, and the third, I think, I don't think that he would be conforming from the YouTube interviews I watch with guys from the USPs. I don't think that conforms to expected protocol and standards, but hey, I ain't never been there and I don't know for sure. Nor do I plan nor wish to be in any U.S. penitentiaries. Shout out to all the guys in U.S. penitentiaries. For those of you that deserve to come home safe, please come home safe. For you lunatics, peace and blessings upon you. I hope your days are as easy as they deserve or as hard as you deserve. I don't know. Everybody ain't innocent. For those of you that are or were overcharged or who have done enough time or who were very young or who was mixed up with somebody else's bullshit, stay safe. Come home to your family. But we'll see what goes on. But, and then Brick Babies. We had to find out Brick Baby's mother's case. Supposedly she did some time in the feds. That's where he got his rap name, the Brick Baby, the son of the Brick Lady. And it's something I found that's interesting is studying black crime through the 20th century, whether it's in Detroit, New York, you're even in LA with gangs, even people that are not, it's not even about getting money, about tough guys. A lot of these guys are not from poverty. And I always tell people, beware the person that's in the street that doesn't have to be, right? So if you grew up in a decent household or an upscale household, now that doesn't mean you're learning proper things. It could be very antisocial. But if you don't need to be out here financially, but you are, it might mean you fucked up. And if a guy is in his 30s or 40s and he's been out in the street for a long time, clearly he's tough enough to stay out here. So steer clear, and often they're more effective criminals because they do have some time management. They know how to work with money. They know how to change their behavior to be around different types of people. Whereas if you're really, a child of the night, meaning like me, the all black comedians got the joke, you drive through the ghetto at night and there's little kids outside at 2 a.m. Now, I wasn't outside when I was 5 or 2 a.m. But I was outside at midnight when I was 7 or 8 at a liquor store in the hood.
Me
it was
too.
right next door to me.
Me too. Oh,
so
no,
if you
it
are
wasn't
a
next
child
door.
of the night, you might
see it differently.
Oh, this guy giving me a ticket. Oh no. You might not know how to act. Took me some years to learn how to act properly around different types of people. When I got to the University of Michigan, I had to learn how to turn down my behavior because you act crazy, you don't even know it. But that's another story. Loose Cannon's father, George Brett Williams, condemned. He was adopted at the age of 3.
Man, he boring me like the old boy off of Clear Eyes.
Too much.
I can't listen to
There's too much just put out anyway, and that's cool, you know. But as we all know, Brick, you know what I'm saying, his bond got denied today. I talked to his baby mama for a second, and she just, you know, it's real, man. It's unfortunate. Pretty much, if he is to get out, or you know what I'm saying, even hits the streets, they don't want him on that podcast at all. They want him to resign from it, like be done with it. They don't. The feds do not want him on No Jumper no longer. I'm telling you facts. This isn't what I think. No, it's what I know. You know, to a lot of you dummies, because it went to prove because everybody was screaming, "Oh, they're going to be out on Wednesday." No, they're not. I knew it when it came to the bail hearing and how things play like that. They're just giving him that. Now you got to appeal it. And then, you know, to hear, you know, when he was calling, you know, Adam, he ain't answering, or whatever the case may be. He's calling people, and they now picking up. Now they're avoiding. Why is that? Boy, why aren't you answering Brick calls?
Adam 22.
You ain't doing nothing right. Y'all been making content about him for the last 2 weeks. Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck? And motherfuckers is making money off of what he been doing. And I'm hearing that, you know, from reliable sources, his people, you know, that reached out about it, and you know, they're not getting no feedback on it, no response. I mean, that did have a life before he went to jail, homie. Like I said, that's what happens at jobs. Like, you don't get his money, and missing out on some bands because he ain't there. Come on, brother, that ain't cool. You supposed to make sure that he got it. His baby mama and nobody ain't received nothing. Like, just even the money that he's owed legitimately for what, you know, the work that he's done. Because I know he got a salary. Why ain't that man received his bread?
Because you ain't
What's
there.
going on?
Just like when everybody else go to jail.
Right now where he could use
go
that
to jail, you ain't
for his
getting
family. He's still got, you know what I'm saying? He got kids in school. He got all types going on. He used his bread on. It's a time where he probably needed the most. What I'm saying is very simple. I don't care what the case may be. He got kids. He's got going on. At least getting his last movement, his last hoorah before you say him. But I knew that it was coming, homie. I knew that it was coming. I seen it. I just shut up. Like, no, you know, let him talk. Just be careful. Man, now look. Y'all made money off the man's name. I ain't gonna say y'all, because that pinpoints too many people. But, you know, certain people have made money off of the likeliness of that whole situation for the last couple of weeks and ain't put $1 towards it. Now, I know the real people, man. His loved ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the people that's impacted. Not just him and making content. To know that girl that reached out, you know, just on like some, hey, like, what's going on? And she ain't getting no feedback. Like, that tells me a lot. I'm only speaking on it because I would want to speak on it for me. I'm a solid, and when I hear certain like that and it's not being spoke on and like this is just playing just for content, and like all y'all be playing them games and you suckers that be sitting there talking drag about it, like you wouldn't even want to happen to you. Yeah, so shut up. Like all the trolls need to stop on people and all that extra shit I'll be doing to people thinking, oh, it's funny because it's in jail. Man, that's for real what's going on. These are the feds. These ain't no, I've said this ain't no state case. Ain't the state playing with nobody. You playing with a couple of Texans that think they know something. Nah. Them people watch like it ain't nobody's business. That's why they are who they are.
are watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we down here at the Federal Building where Big U, Loose Cannon, and Brick Baby is being housed at. Right here, we're gonna try to put some money on these guys' books. At least I am. I done made so much money off the content, so I'm gonna try to put some money on their books. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how it turns out. I can literally hear the inmates up there. I don't know if they playing basketball or not, but I can literally hear them up here. This is where I guess their little recreation yard is up there. I'm not sure. I've never been here. I just heard a whole lot of hollering and stuff up there. Man, it's a cold place to be at right here.
I will stop this right here because I had a talk with Compton Rick Rock yesterday, and he seen me on ODM Slam show. We were just talking in the chats and stuff like that. Then he hit me up on my my YouTube, and he was like, "Hey man, why you going live on them like that? This and that, man. Ooh, why you on Brick Baby and stuff like that?" I said, "Hey man, Brick Baby made 12,000 to 15,000 off of talking about Neptune Lagoon." I said, "Bruh, you put money on his books. Loose Cannon, he made money off you by talking ish about Compton Rick Rock, talking about he a bitch, this and that. He don't want to see me, this and that." So I told Compton Rick Rock, and I even got the DMs in my chat. I said, "Rick Rock, look, check it out. I understand what you're doing, and yeah, the content good. But at the end of the day, the way I feel is if he got on the internet and made some money off of YouTube, off of using my name, I feel you. But Loose Cannon did the same to you, and he made money. So I ain't putting money on nobody books." And then, you know, that was the end of our chat. He said he got to go to work. That's exactly the chat that me and Rick Rock had yesterday. I was like, I ain't gonna put no money on no nigga books to where he got on YouTube and made money off me anyway. I understand you saying you making chili off them, off the things they doing right now, but that's they goofy. If you was locked up, I swear to God, they would not do content when you put money on their books. But yeah, you different for that. And yes, it looks good. It looks positive. It looks this and that. But he was bad mouthing on you. So to the way I look at it as you put money on Brick Baby books, you put money on a snitch books, you put money on Loose Cannon books, you put money on a snitch books, and then if anything, the only person that ain't ran no content on me or you is Big U. So you should have took all them $60 and gave it to Big U. That's better than looking out for a snitch. He's a known snitch. So Rick Rock, is it the content? Because I could break down your content and make you content. Your whole purpose was to mark out Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and Big U. The only person you really couldn't mark out is Big U, because Big U ain't got on the internet and said nothing about no other niggas. Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, they was making content like they was working for no jumper overtime. So ain't no way on God's green earth in the hell I'ma let a nigga make some money and clout chase off of me, and then I feel it's right in my spirit. I don't know what spirit talk to you, and I don't know what church you go to or whatever you claim to go. Because if you from Compton, let me tell you this, Rick Rock, my granny and my grandfather, they have a spot in your neighborhood. And you know how long they've been there, Rick Rock? They've been there since the houses in Compton was $11,000. Rick Rock. where the Duddy Block Copley Crips is. You know, when you get off the 91 freeway and you go towards Watts and you get off on Central where all them potholes is, and then you pass the parole office and all that stuff to the left, Army, all them little stuff, the big buildings on the side, and then on the right hand side you see that graveyard where they be burying 3 to 4 niggas, 7 niggas on top of each other. The one that they just closed down because all the Mexicans was still in the headstones because it was copper. And then when you pass a little bit up, yeah, that's where their house is. A little bit past Greenleaf. Yeah, on Central, aka Ventral. Oh yeah. And in your hood, it's a lot of Mexicans. And I'll tell you this for a fact today, Rick Rock, the Mexicans in your hood, they walk up and down to that liquor store every day before you get to El Segundo, before you get to that gas station. To the right, it's a liquor store. It's a donut spot and some more shit up in there. And this is where your homies be at. And they be there every day. And you cross the street, it's a smoke shop. And you got a young homie over there that look like he mixed with Samoan and black. But he a young nigga. But he posts at the smoke shop and he love to hit up on walls. Rick Rock, over there by that CVS parking lot. You know, across from the other place where I was talking about where the gas station and your liquor store is. That's how much I be around there. You know what I mean? The Mexican bitches that be in there selling the Newports that ain't supposed to sell in the smoke shop. Yeah, I be over there. Mr. Rick Rock. So look, I done said too much already, but I said enough. But one thing I know for sure, Rick Rock, ain't no way in hell I'm finna put money on no nigga books known on paperwork to be a rat. Compton Rick Rock, you putting money on books of niggas that's rats. You know, if I was your OG homie, if you ever came to prison, oh yes, you're getting DP. But we're gonna run the content. He running YouTube.
Cold place to be. It could be Big U today. It could be Loose Cannon today. It could be Brick Baby today, and it could be you tomorrow. This is definitely where they sending people they watching you, man. This is where they sending people that's getting on the internet incriminate themselves, man. They watching us all. This is where they at. This is where they got them guys at, man. This is where them guys doing their time, man. I guess this is the court building right here. Let me show y'all. I guess this is the court building. I guess the next court date, I think that I'm gonna come on down here, man. I think it's open to the public where you can come and sit in the courts and get a glimpse of what's going on. I'm definitely gonna pull up. This is where they got Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U. Do a little detour around the building. Let you guys check it out. I guess that's where they do their little recreation at right there. You can hear the basketball. I can hear it. I know one thing, it feels good to be on the outside and the inside.
True that. I can't lie about that. Cause I ain't never been on the outside.
Man, it feels good to be on the outside.
And you can't, like, the stuff is so high, you can't see down. The only thing you gonna see is the sun.
Alameda Street.
They ain't gonna show you no exit.
Union Station, up the street. I don't know if y'all can see it between there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Oh, the Union Station right there. Oh, just go to the Union Station. That shit ain't nothing. You can ride the bus to the Union Station if you broke.
Metropolitan Detention Center, NDC. Federal Bureau of Prisons. All bad, y'all.
Yeah, that's where they go to take them in the building. They got to go through the under.
Alameda Street, City of Los Angeles. all bad. Like I say, I don't wish this on my worst enemy, man. All you content creators that can use the loose cannon, the Brick Baby, the Big U content, y'all might as well go ahead and put some money on their books.
Nigga, I ain't looking out for no snitches.
They gonna get on me right. Come on, man, we ain't putting on them dudes as criminals. Why should we put money on a criminal book? Y'all done made money off the criminals. So y'all, what's going on?
Criminals is criminals, snitches is snitches. It's a big difference.
Yo, up, it's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV, and we here to cover the content. Man, I said, you know what? I done made enough money off this content. Let me run down here and see if I can put a couple of dollars on these guys' books. But unfortunately, you have to do it online. Man, this place right here, you could feel it. You can hear the inmates up there playing basketball on the deck. You can just hear a lot of screaming and noise. But I don't know if you guys can hear the mic as I was coming up. They up there doing their thing. But this is a cold place to be. Right across the street, not too far from here, is LA County Jail, where 4 Extras is at. Definitely.
And Expo.
You don't want to end up being so.
4 Extras and
when you guys
Expo.
jump on the internet.
Why you didn't put no money on Expo and 4 Extra books, nigga? Fuck wrong with you?
Where you could be if you incriminate yourself and do something you definitely ain't got.
Yeah, I would have put money on 4 Extras and 4 Expo books before I did theirs.
A little bit more.
Even if I gave them 40 a piece.
Here, they might get on me for being out here recording. Whoever thought that? It's not just the content. People was already under investigation, but the content is definitely. Some of these podcasts that people was going on, they use all that in transcripts. Cold place to be, man.
That's alright. Tell Brick Baby don't drop the soap and do some push-ups, nigga. I don't feel sorry for none of them niggas. Just like the homies used to say, wake up and do your time, nigga. They already gave you 85%. What you trying to do, 35? Wake your ass up and shake them sheets, nigga. You in jail now. It's a whole nother world. Ain't no sleeping this shit off. Nigga, shit going on outside. They made you come outside. Shake the sheets, nigga. Yes, Sirski. Nigga don't want no parts of this. None of that. I done did too much of that shit, nigga. Fuck you. If I don't do it myself, fuck
Trying
you.
to put some money on the fellas' books, man. But we will do it online. I said, you know what? I done made a lot of money off the content. I might as well run down there and drop $60 a piece on each one of their books. Cold place to be. I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Again, once y'all get on that internet, be careful of the content that you load on the internet, because it could lead you up in here, lead you to here.
Saddest Moments TV, man. I gotta go get back to my regular life, man. I've been on here like what? 3 hours and 28 minutes. That's a whole lot of time to big back and be booed. You know what I mean? No kicking cat being booed, nigga. A whole different. Tell Munchie get his big Inglewood tat up, you know, so he can be a big homie. He got that little one right here. Tell Munchie, go ahead and all that content money he got, tell him to get that little ass Inglewood. Cause his big homies, they got that big ass Inglewood tatted on. You feel me? That take up the whole neck. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Tell him to get that little homie tat shit up out of here. And then everybody talking about they the boogeyman and all that, right? So I'm Neptune the Goon. These is tats. These tats. Ain't no taking that off, gang. And then tell these bitch niggas, hey, before I was OG Neptune, I was gangster Neptune. That's a fact. You feel me? And then I used to skateboard. So since I did the tattoos, I still threw up that foe. Tell them niggas I'm like that. And then before the content, I told niggas, hey man, it's like this, nigga. I'm a ball till I fall. So then I got that tatted. And then I got my good side and my bad side. The right hand is the bad side because it bring the thunder. The left hand be thinking, but the right hand always want to get to that bad business. So that's what it is. Superman for the B team. AYLESS Moments TV. No Munchie, no peanut butter shit. The Bosco face barrier. Step on him like the roach he look like. Neptune the Goon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. BEE.HUSTLE. And I'm going to get back with you. I'm going to holler at Compton Rick Rock. I think he subscribed to me like yesterday or the day before. He knew I was telling the truth. Tap in. Don't tap out. Say less.